crypto pirates. Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate and the FN Hangout. I'm Captain RG3, and you are most definitely not. How's it going, everybody? I'm a little fired up tonight, bro.
Well, that's good. We need that attitude. We need that pirate spirit.
Oh, nice. Hey, who put this dog in here? Hey, get this thing out of here. Hey, get out of here. My whole family decided to barge in on the captain. Hey, hold on a second. Get this dog in. If this dog does what, get it out of here. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, where were we? Where were we before I got my studio doors open? I need one of those signs, man, that says recording or live, studios live or something like that on the door, because this is
on air. The on air sign goes on.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Put this Doge in here, Maddie says.
That's funny. Everything I was saying was being recorded by my phone was recording everything I was saying.
Was it really?
Yeah. Somehow I pushed it.
Your sexy secretary, Siri?
Yeah, my secretary, Siri. Anyway. So
yeah,
what is happening?
We won't degen that bad right away, right off the bat. We've got, well, man, I'm doing well. I mean, I played the last 2 days. We're catch up at work for missing the first half of the week, being at the children's hospital, but all is well now, and I think I'm finally caught up. And
good, man.
I got Crypto King in here asking us to give an update on confirmed guests. He says, I know we've got at least 3. Well, we probably have more than that. We'll follow up again this weekend, and we will confirm. We'll give you guys an update on Monday. I haven't got to reach out to the degree that I'd like to some of these new guests, but it's amazing how well received asking people to come on our show has been. Yeah,
we've been getting a lot of guests, and we've got a lot of crypto names actually wanting to come in and chat with the Hexicans. So we're pretty stoked.
There's not a lot of crypto streams get 100 viewers like every stream, and we're pretty close to that. Just about every stream. Obviously, the FN Hangout I think is probably our most watched stream.
Did you send out the join link?
I did not yet. No, I sat down just probably 3 minutes before you did, my friend.
Okay, yeah.
I will go ahead and do that.
Running a little late, hanging out with the Bobs tonight.
He loves the Bobs.
Had to deal with the Bobs tonight.
Well, Bob, on any given week, I'd say I do about 15 minutes of real work.
Management material all the way right there. Let's see here. All right. So I put it in the chat room there. So for those of you who are ready to join us this evening, it is in the chat room.
I'll put it on Theta for you guys, all 8 of you waiting over there to watch.
Do we have 8 people in Theta?
We do.
Oh, man.
Our subscriber count's going up. We're only 130 away from partner.
Right on. So, well, get over there, guys, and join in Theta. And I'm not like, I just want to know why it's sometimes it times out on me or something, or it gets a little hangy or laggy. Anybody else having that problem, let me know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
I think you have to have a really good fast connection to run it off of your phone, the Theta stream off your phone.
Yeah.
So
yep. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do something here.
I love this. El Hexidente. Don't forget about us plebs. Obviously, I'm assuming he's speaking to all the big names we got coming.
All the YouTubers.
Yep. Don't worry, El Hexidente. You guys are way more important to us than the guests we're bringing on. So don't worry about that.
What in the heck?
We get salty at you guys sometimes for a lot of the whining, but don't worry. We have not forgotten you guys. We love you guys. No.
All right. There we go.
So I'm unofficially going to announce that Captain is going to join Super Hex Win over there on TikTok.
Yeah. I just set up a TikTok account. I'm going to do some TikToking. Yes, sir.
Can't wait to see RG dance.
Yeah, fuck your dance. I ain't dancing. No dancing. The captain don't dance. Actually, I do, but I don't. Not
for the camera. You're not a dancing show bear.
Not for the camera. That was for smashing back in the days. The captain did all that. So those days are over with. So captain doesn't have to dance anymore.
Captain Dance Smasher.
Dance Smash. Oh man. So anyway, we've got one quite a week going on here with crypto. I mean, holy freaking smolies. We get 50K. We get Ethereum getting its ass kicked. I guess it's kind of pumping right now, isn't it? And we got a little DS pump going on right now. We just got us a little green candle popped up. As soon as we went live, we got a little green candle popped up. So I like to call it the DS pump anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we'll take credit for it.
Puts us right back up there again a little bit. So anyway.
Bitcoin smashed the 1 trillion market cap.
Good God, man. That is freaking amazing. That is amazing. Way to go. The Bitcoins. To go.
It's only 1/80th of what Tesla's worth and produced just as much. That just cracks me up.
All right, there we go. So we're all good. Stream is live. We got the thing out, and guess who's in the green room? One of our regulars who hasn't been around very much lately.
We miss this guy.
Big K, what's up, dude?
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on?
Been a while, man. It has been a while. Look at you. Got the SMB 7 there, right?
Yes. Yeah. I'm fully moved in down here in Puerto Rico, and just got a little upgrade to the little area here, and have a little extra time. I was on did Cabana's stream the happy hour earlier a little bit.
Dude, I heard that thing is getting hilarious. Cabana's stream is getting badass. Him and Vince were like freaking joking each other out and shit. That thing is getting cool, man.
Yeah, the joke offs are awesome, man.
They were joking each other out.
I won the easy trivia. I'm the easy trivia champion right now.
He is. I saw that. I saw that live, my friend. Congratulations. You now hold the big belt and the big title.
So those of you who don't know about Cabana Crypto's stream, it's called the happy hour. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. We do it on Friday. Friday is at like right about happy hour, 5 o'clock Eastern.
Fridays at like 5 o'clock Eastern time, right?
Yeah,
5 o'clock Eastern time. Cabana Crypto. Check it out on the YouTubes, and it's called the happy hour. So check that one out.
This dude showed up in chat today at the happy hour and was like, this guy's buying right before Discourse. He's like, this guy's in 2 hours is gonna buy 66 grand worth of Hex, and sure as shit, if the Hex whale bot picked it up. And then
there it is.
Then the dude was on Twitter and he's like, there you go. Thanks. You're welcome, Hexicans. I just pumped the price 4%. So
come jump in here and join us, buddy. We'd like to thank you personally. Come on in.
I was gonna say, man, I'm all about it. Jump on in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was brand new Twitter account saying what's up. So
that's why we got us a little pump here. Got us a nice little pump. Nice. Cool.
I'll take any little pump we get. It's always fun. I mean, it's not like I could cash out right now if I wanted to anyway, but it's always fun to see.
Yeah. It's been, I mean, it was juicy today. I mean, the dump that happened was, it was all one cat's 20 million, sell that sent us down, which got ate up real quick.
It did.
It's great.
Yes, it did.
Oh man. Sorry, bro. I just got a text from Big Pep. Everybody put some thoughts out for his dad's in the hospital. He's not gonna make it tonight.
Damn.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, Pep. Hopefully you get to watch this tomorrow.
Hexkins are with you, bro. We're with you.
Absolutely.
And has he picked up a new
I haven't seen him yet. Nope, I haven't seen a new time or a new platform or anything. I think he's gonna pivot. I don't want to be the one to break the news, but I talked with him a little bit, and I think he's gonna aim his channel focus a little differently, which I think is really wise, because I think he'll get more eyes in the public sphere and he can point them back to Hex that way. But I'll let him discuss all of that. So much love, Big Pep.
Yep.
Yep.
Love his stream too. Love his stream.
I told him we could at least get him a stream key over on Theta if that was the case.
Yeah, we got him one of those. But no, he what I like about his show is it's like in the perfect time of the day for me to actually enjoy a show, because I go out and do a little Saturday morning walk or whatever, and his show's on, and it's just like it's bitching. I love it.
Me too.
So get back on, Pep. Get back on.
A good coffee and chill.
Yep, coffee, chill, a little walk in the morning. I love it. And he talks about finance and throws it down with some wisdom. Throws it down with some wisdom, man.
Me too, Chris. I like that too. And that might be where he pivots his channel to.
Yeah, his spreadsheets are always awesome. He definitely, it's, it's like stuff that is nice to see, because I oh, sure, spreadsheets, I don't think anything of it, but but then when you see it, and people really can, visualize the numbers a little bit easier. So I like what he does.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody did a little peeking on that wallet that dumped today.
I stopped looking into other people's wallets.
You stop peeking into people's underwear drawers.
That's right. I always get worried that someone's peeking into mine. So, so I figured, the golden rule and all.
It was just sitting there writing Telegram. It's hard not to just click the link and take a look. Just help myself. Right.
Was there anything interesting about it? Did it own any other holdings, or was that?
It had. So like the cat that had like 80 mil that dumped like 20 something today. Most of it was from referral. I think I would believe all of it. I'm not sure it was referrals.
Fucking Hexo. God damn it, Hexo.
Well, but again, to be fair, we have no idea if that's like, I didn't dig deep enough to see if it was referrals from like self referrals. It could all be self referrals.
He was sitting in that airport stuck today, and he's like, you know what? I'm pissed off. Fuck it. I'm just gonna dump on these guys' heads
for this trip real quick.
Yeah, if everybody knows, Hexo is stuck in a Florida airport right now, and he's waiting on a flight. I think he's going to get a flight out tomorrow or something.
That's a bummer. It's not like he's probably in Orlando too. Yeah. And I'm not going to put him up anywhere nice either. He's just going to
because it's Orlando. They won't even check him up with Mickey Mouse, will they?
Crypto 1 WB kind. This guy actually posted this on Twitter. Okay, all my Hex peeps done. Just dude, that's 34
that's saying, man. And like you see his if you look at his Twitter account, I think I'm pretty sure he just started it. It's like it was somebody else that was in, like his friend or somebody that was in it was in our chat on YouTube on Cabana's chat that was like, I got this guy to swap from he stopped trading. He's gonna
Crypto Newbie Kid is what his name is. Hey, Crypto Newbie Kid, come on, stream with us and come hang out for us.
Yeah, buddy. No, that makes sense. Because I didn't read that, and someone in the chat, I think it was Vince.
Yeah,
he said the Crypto Newbie Kid pump. There it is. Found it.
Yeah. It's a respectable amount of ETH. Amount of ETH.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll take it. I mean, think about that. Right now, 34 ETH is like almost 10%. Was at the time when it was like, there's just about 10% of the ETH that's in just, well, I guess there's two liquidity pools now. Really, they're full, but that's so 5% of the total liquidity. That's pretty. Nice chunk. That's sizable.
Yep. It went a lot longer of a way. 34 ETH went a lot further in February of last year.
44 ETH. You'd be sitting on freaking 100 million Hex right now.
Yeah.
Or more.
That's right.
Oh, you dirty Hexicans out there. Somebody got lucky like that.
Johnny's Chaotic says, check your Telegram, RG3.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. Me and Big K got this while you peruse.
I was watching it there, buddy. I did. Only the best hotels. Oh shit. Exo's sending me pictures of his dirty ass.
Yuck. Don't get the black light out, bro. Don't get the black light out.
This one don't even need a light.
I know those Orlando hotels very well. There's like, most of them you want to just keep driving right on by. I mean, they were the top of the line in like 1968. You know, like there was killer.
He just sent me a picture of the light switch. It's got a fucking pube on it.
That's complimentary.
But what's worse is it's glued to it with something.
Wow,
I mean,
that's horrible.
They don't want to have to change the pube every time somebody comes and goes. You know?
Yeah. I'll just glue this right here. Hey, I don't have any Gorilla Glue. What do you got on you?
That's messed up, man. Dude, I'm sorry, bro.
Exposed.
Exposed. All right. So what does it say? I'm looking. I don't see any messages from you there, buddy.
Ask Hexo what his hourly rate is at the place he's staying. What's the hourly rate there?
He's sharing it hourly with another patron. They're swapping. He has to wake up every 3 hours and let her in.
Oh yeah, Florida's they got their fair share. There's more of that going on in Tampa area by where I was at than Orlando. We got all the
cleaner to sleep in the tub. Papa B says.
I'm gonna tell him. Everyone says sleep in the tub.
Oh, I don't know, man. The tub. Who knows what's been in that tub either, though, man. You know, it's
right. Might be cleaner than the light switch, though.
Oh, that's gross, man. I should put the picture up. I won't. Anyway. So you're in Puerto Rico now.
Yes.
How are you settled in? How is it? Is everything good? Mom and the baby there and all that good stuff?
Yes. Mom and baby are here. We're getting settled in. With the spot that I'm at is kick ass. It's like we're like maybe a half mile from the beach. So I can walk down to the beach, you know, and it's like a little private neighborhood beach. And then like it's like a little peninsula this house is, and the golf course is across the way. So you're just like looking out at the golf course, and that doesn't really feel like there's anybody around me. So I can't complain with that. Spots like I love the area that we're in. I can't complain at all. I got to see some wildlife action yesterday. There's like a pack of 3 wild ass dogs that roam down there's this like, you know, naturey spot next to the golf course, and they come running down there, and I watched like 6 or 8 of those iguanas just like take off in all different directions, and the dogs friggin' pounce on them suckers, and it's lunch right there. They all go walking off with a lizard in each of their mouths, and you're like, yep, there you go. And literally the very next day, the same group of dogs come running on through looking for lunch, man.
Nice.
So yeah,
it's you guys have iguanas like we here in the Southwest have bunny rabbits. They're everywhere.
Dude, I mean, you haven't really been to Puerto Rico until you smash one of those things with your car, man. Like, and they're big, and then like the ones that'll jut across the road, man, will be big, and they're all, you know, lizardy, so you can't ever. It's not like a deer where you can kind of judge if they're moving or not. They just like sprint on a dime, and like I feel like the ones that they should be hit because they just run right at like smash. It's not quite as damaging as a deer, but you know, it's still pretty gross.
They're disgusting. They are disgusting creatures. So in 2018 and 2019 we were there, and even at the resort, they'll be just chilling in the resort. People just be feeding them. They'll just chill in there. They know they're the king of the rock that they're on at that moment in time. They'll be swimming in the pool, and all of a sudden one will just swim past you. You're like, what the hell was that? Did not expect an iguana up in my face in the pool here.
Yeah, it's serious. Identity block is right. They're not native. Yep. They're like totally.
They brought them over from Mexico, and then they just went rampant.
Yeah, Identity Block just said they're not native. That was like a 90s pet shop mistake.
Yeah,
they started bringing them over in the 80s and 90s from Mexico is what the tour guide was telling us.
Yeah, and that's what's happening in Florida with the damn Burmese pythons are taking the fuck over down there. They're eating the alligators and shit now.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean that's how like the lionfish thing too. It's like, I mean, please somebody go fish those things and eat them, man. You can't stop it, man. They breed by the like 1,000 per egg per like load, and they're all over. Same kind of thing. There's like some of these pets that they let go, and now they're all over the place. It's fun. And now there's lionfish in like the grocery store. You can get it.
Out here in California, we have these fucking parrots, and they fly in flocks. And what happened was back in the day, Disney was filling up their tiki room display or whatever. They had live birds back a long time ago. Well, one of the trucks delivering the birds crashed. A bunch of the birds got out and they started colonies. And now they're the loudest fucking things you've ever heard. If you get one of those, and they swarm, they like swarm, and they'll come and they'll just scream and scream, and they'll sit in the trees and fucking, you can't, I mean, it's horrible, man. They're the worst sounding fucking birds you've ever heard. And they fly in flocks and they just scream at each other. It's fucking horrible, man.
That would drive me nuts.
Yep. And that's an Orange County thing. They got them. Well, Orange County and some of LA County they live in, but they just have flourished.
You get a shit ton of chickens all over the place here, man. That's for sure. Like what? Like,
some yard bird.
Oh yeah, all over the place, man. So thankfully the place we're at, not so much, but a lot of other spots I've stayed in Puerto Rico, like just okay, I'm up at 5 a.m. because that bird is going to be crowing at 5 a.m. Okay, cool. That's how that is.
So you can just go out there and grab you one by the neck, swing it around, fucking throw it in the oven, right? Have you ever plucked a goddamn chicken?
Not a chicken. I mean, I've done some other smaller.
We used to have ducks. We used to have ducks and shit back when I was a kid. My grandfather did.
Quail
and holy shit, plucking those damn things was the worst experience. It's like you boil the fucking feathers and try to peel it all off. And
I mean, if it's like, if there's not a reason for me to pluck them, like I'm not going for the fat, like the skin and whatever else. Like a small game, I'd rather just pull the breasts. And,
Yeah. Well, when you're doing like dove and shit, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But fucking yard bird or a duck, man, you got some good meat on the legs and everything else.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, hey, look who we have here. We got a new Hexican, not a new Hexican. Diraj Dr. Moore. What's happening, Diraj? How you doing, bud?
Dr. Moore.
So the pandemic has been keeping me busy. So yeah, a lot of. Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah,
you're good.
So, yeah, just busy with work and a lot of things going on. So first of all, I wanted to apologize to Matty that I was supposed to be on the talks for the conference, but the internet gods were angry. I couldn't get up.
Yeah, Matty.
I
don't think Matty will be mad at anybody.
I did manage to join the green room. I got to speak with a lot of Hexicans, especially Kareem and Barely Crafty. So it was kind of fun. And I have already given Matty permission to post it, but I hope he uses his discretion to.
Here you go. Here's your answer.
He said, "No worries, man. Don't worry. Matty don't hold no grudges."
Yeah,
it's against.
Yeah, you do that shit on our show, bro, and you're getting the boot.
Yeah, you fucking do that over here, and you're walking the plank, buddy.
So actually, I'm on a kind of a timer. So just to be on the show, I have a special internet setup, and it charges by the MB. So I'll keep my talk short. First of all, I wanted to like start with the attitude of gratitude, like Karim says. So first of all, I want to show my gratitude towards all the Hexicans that are in the oil and natural gas field, because I know Yodin for one, and Wasabi or look into crypto, like it, they are not thanked enough. And now with all those green guy kumbaya stuff, they are not even, they're portrayed as the bad guys. But admit it, oil and natural gas is what is making the world go around right now. And the people in the field, oil fields, the risks they take for nothing, like for not even a thanks, is unimaginable. So that was one thing I wanted to say. Second one, uh, people are still crying about X going down.
Cry, cry.
And I'm like, what? This is exactly what short-term memory looks like. Like, my God, like we we, we were 2 cents, like two, like less than 2 months ago, and we are already
2 months away from all-time highs.
yeah, and we are already moving in the right direction, and still, but I guess yeah, if you want to buy lower, that is what you do. Try
This
and
is your chance, man. If it was high, Raj, if it was high, they'd be crying that it was too high to buy anything.
Yep.
So there's always going to be tears, crypto tears flowing all over the place. Just drink them and sit back and watch them.
yeah, Papa B, yeah, yeah. Well, thanks to Hex, I have a little money to spend now. So
There we go.
Nice.
He is a doctor, everybody. So he's not like a saint right now. He is a doctor, and he probably makes pretty decent money, and he can afford a little bit of MBs there for the Hex.
A few MBs for some internet service. Yeah.
yeah, and
And look at the piano back there.
That was another thing that, like, Hex has done a lot of good things, but as a side effect, it has given a lot of trolls and junkies a lot of money to, so they are hanging around here. So my point was, yeah, first of all, everybody knows that X is not designed for this. I know there are a lot of quants and excellent charters and speakers around here, but you are not supposed to look at the charts, and that is kind of what I like about Hex, that I can continue doing my work while my money works, and that is what you are supposed to do. Hex is passive income. It's like the icing on the cake. First, you must build your cake, then put icing on top of that cake.
Yeah.
Don't
Ice that cake, baby. Ice it.
So don't keep staring at charts. Just go find out ways you can make money. I think Richard Hart has already posted ways to get rich. So take some advice from him. Try find a source of active income. Uh, that and because that is what actually gives Hex value. How many people are there who are ready to buy it? Um, so
There is going to be a line. There is going to be a line one day, and
yeah, so
it's like a steak's going to come out, and it's going to poke its little head out, and it's going to get sucked right up. You watch. it's gonna get that. It's gonna get that bad. It's already starting to set up that way.
Yeah. So yeah, the token derives its value from its community. Uh, which on that note, I wanted to like recite a few uh, lines from a poem. You must be knowing this. It's called "The Law of the Jungle." And it goes like, "This is the law of the jungle, as old and true as the sky. The wolf that keeps it will prosper. The wolf that breaks it must die. As a climber that girdles the tree trunk, the law runs forth and back. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack." So, strength in numbers. Um, and the thing here, if you have listened to or seen the Jungle Book Disney version, it has the same poem, but there is one word that is changed from the original version and in Disney, and that is, instead of uh, the wolf must die in the original version, and wolf will die in Disney version, because that's like the difference is, yeah, you have to uh, ex excommunicate members who are too much against the community. I know we are a very welcoming community, and there are a lot of members from different communities trying to get in. But if they are try promoting themselves more than Hex, then there is one mute button that works very well. Uh, and
Yeah.
so that's one second thing I wanted to say. And third was, uh, yeah, I forgot. Third was, yes, I got my stake that is coming out. Actually, it came out last week, but I've been holding to
Hell
hope
yeah.
because hopefully today the gas fees will come down and we will
That's
be.
what everybody's been saying for
That's
weeks.
what we hope.
Hopefully today the gas
I've got
prices will
steaks
come
bleeding
down.
out from the staker, my staker test app that are bleeding out already.
Hopefully.
And
But to think
another thing,
but to think that ETH is not going to fix this is ridiculous. So for all of those crying about, everybody saying let's move Hex to another platform, just freaking chill, guys. Just chill.
Yeah. And why? Why leave the platform with all the economic energy? Have you guys not seen ETH is at $2,000 in ETH right now? Why would we want to leave that? That's where all DeFi is playing right now.
Yep.
High gas fees are not.
and
If you guys don't like it, go play on Tron.
people actually, the gas fees are high because people are ready to pay them, and
Yep.
who are using them? Big institutions, maybe
Yeah.
the miners themselves.
Yeah.
So pay them.
Yeah.
And one thing is
But
for sure, we know that there are algorithmic traders trading on ETH network. You can call them bot, and they are front running orders on Uniswap and all those other dexes, where- uh, which there needs to be a fix for, because if you are placing a large order on Uniswap and if there is arbitrage available, then your order is going to be front run, and that is kind of the fallacy of the blockchain. Everything is transparent, so unlike a centralized exchange where you can put an iceberg order and accumulates, like nobody knows that order exists. uh, in On dexes, everything is open. Your order is posted to the network before the dex. That means node running miners can see your order before it goes on to the dex. So that is happening, and those algo bots are running trades continuously. Like, and that is second thing about it is also the new thing regarding flash loans. Well, the for a flash loan to be effective, they have hello, yeah.
Go ahead.
Thanks,
Keep going.
Finesse. Yeah, I didn't want to cut you off. Thanks, Finesse. Appreciate you, brother. So Hex shouldn't wrap itself and go live on Digibyte. No, it shouldn't. Doesn't have the contract capability to handle what Hex has to offer.
Yeah, so regarding flash loans, so for the flash loan to be effective, it has to be completed within that block. And for doing that, if there is any other trade in the block, your flash loan is nullified. So literally, I have seen blocks where there are only a couple of trades and filled with uh, redundant contracts, or which is also the part of the key token. That's what they do. Like, uh, Ethereum has this what you call condition where if you redact the data or delete the data from the blockchain, you are refunded the gas you had put in. So that is how the Chi token works. It puts in uh, empty contracts on the blockchain, and after once those Chi tokens are redeemed, they are deleted. So this is also a partly the reason for the fees being high, because yes, the Ethereum token blockchain is being spammed. Is it being done uh, with the intent to shut down ETH? I don't think so. It's basically to get profit, and ETH is where all the liquidity is, and that is why we have to remain on the ETH blockchain, because those algo bots are also working in Hex's favor. I I don't recall an exact situation for the same, but yeah, we partly these trades do help prop up the price sometimes, because it's being done by arbitrary.
We're losing you. Your sound.
Yeah, I've completely lost them over here.
No.
All right.
Hello.
Well, look who we got. We got Kareem in the same room there.
In the same house. I think they live in a frat house together.
Yeah, could be.
These guys all live together.
What's going on, Doc?
Or they
What's going
shop
on,
at the same piano store, someone said earlier.
Perfect timing, RG. Come in, and you were right. He's about to cross that 2K, which is bullish for Hex for sure. So happy to be here. Haven't been on the stream with you guys in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, you've been busy on all the other streams.
Oh,
Every time I turn around,
of course,
it's Kareem the Dream on another stream. Kareem on this stream. Kareem.
RG,
You're a stream whore.
You just give it out too easy, bro.
RG, you know it's funny? You're one of the only one that actually have my number.
Yeah, I got your number, man.
Right.
I think I got just about everybody's number.
That's
at one
RG
point or another.
creepily in the night and breathing on the phone and hanging up. Yeah, that's your boy.
Whispering in your ear. Shh.
How do you this week?
Yeah,
Great.
it's been a beautiful week. It's been a beautiful week, and it ended with a nice little dip here. So that's, I mean,
Right?
I know Kareem was on it.
Oh man, it's onboarding has been great. I mean, this is like almost a passion at this point. You know what I mean? From the people being just happy to be onboarded to the other people just happy to use the app, and then the newcomers just seeing their face, man, it's priceless. You really know like we have something special going on. And like you said about the dip, it's just like if you look at the chart, especially the expiring end stake, it's amazing that, you know, obviously early people want to take profit. That's fine. But the price is very robust. And the funny thing is after like by March and stuff, it's gone. People forgot. I think somebody mentioned it on the chat, but people forgot at some point we're getting 1 billion hex dropped every day. Like people are like worried about 1 billion hex when it's like, we used to get that every day. I mean, this might be the last, well, I don't want to say last chance, but for somebody that really want to come and take a bag, and I love that tweet that Johnny did with a video, literally to point out like the liquidity. And it's like, this might be your last chance to get that, because when it goes, it goes.
When it goes, it goes. And it's not going to be pretty, the supply that's left. If you wanted hex, you're probably not going to be able to get hex, is what it's going to turn out to be. And then all of it that's left is staked the fuck out for a long ass time.
Right now, you're lucky you're getting some of that leftover people that want to cash some out, but the diamond hands are not giving their hex back. Heck, we're buying more.
And guess what? The people who are staked out for these next few years before like the lion's share of people's stakes actually start coming at 4.5, 5 years, these people are not, who are staked right now for a couple of years, are not going to want to sell their shit. They're going to be like, oh shit, this stuff's valuable. The share price is down as low as I'm ever going to see it. This shit's getting staked back out again. And it ain't coming into the market.
Amen.
And the OA ain't opening up the purse strings. We know that.
Exactly.
So where are you going to get your hex? Where are you going to get your hex? Where are you going to get it? Where are you going to get it? You beat all of crypto to it. And wait till they realize what they got themselves $1 trillion worth of shit in their fucking bags right now. $1 trillion worth of shit. You know what? What surprises me is that there's either this is a con or a grift, or people are that stupid. There's $1 trillion of stupid out there right now, because there's 1 million articles. Just look up, forget looking up hex as a scam. Look at Bitcoin scam. What I mean is look at Bitcoin programming issues. Look at Bitcoin freaking bug issues. Look at it. Look at all
Look how many devs are leaving the project.
Look at the ones that were in the beginning. I went back and started reading some history of the old Reddit posts and stuff. And all the devs were like, this is bullshit. This spaghetti code crap is shit, man. Why did they even Satoshi he did this too hastily. Why did he build it like this? This is going to be all kinds of shit and problems with this. And that's old devs 10 years ago talking about it, going, this stuff sucks, man. What are they doing here? Why did they do this? You could read it all over Reddit, how fucked up the programming was and how it really, really needed to be looked at better. So there's either a big grift going on right now, or there's $1 trillion of stupid sitting out there. I think it's $1 trillion stupid and a good grift going on.
All at the same time.
Because we're at one point.
I think you got to couple it with some reality that like the previous system at hand of what like regular traditional banking is god fucking awful right now. It's just the worst, and offers no real benefit to people to keep on hanging on their money. I mean, when we talk about negative interest rates and shit,
but Big K, guys like you and me who have a handful of dollars, guys like the working class people that have a handful of dollars, I understand that. Hey, well, I'm just going to go somewhere and say we don't know. But I'm talking real fucking money here. I'm talking billions, $1.5 billion.
No, right. Fair enough.
Just jumping in.
I mean, like it's becoming all you need is some cat like Elon to do what he did, and it very quickly is going to become, because I mean we all know Dogecoin shows it that like it doesn't really does not matter how garbage the technology is. If people buy and don't fucking sell, then the price goes up. It does of anything. So like because Elon said so, Elon bought it. So like it's going to become a pissing contest in business, and everybody other companies is going to buy it. And then we talked about this a little on Cabana Stream, that like the other thing that's interesting about it is when you get down to the accounting side of what Tesla is going to do by having that on their books and being able to inflate their profits and minimize their losses, but through the gains and losses of Bitcoin, you start to see that like this becomes a financial, like whether the technology is good or not, people like these companies are going to use this shit as a financial tool because of how it's, because of how it's regulated.
Someone had it in the chat earlier, and they had a great point. Tesla made $900 million in 1 month investing in Bitcoin, and they only made $700 million last year.
In the
they made more.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that month is still rolling. So who knows where that ends?
Yeah, where that ends. I didn't expect this to touch $56,000 per Bitcoin today. That's crazy to me.
Me either,
I think
he has to realize those gains, and to realize those gains is going to hurt just as bad as it pumps.
I don't want to step on the toes of funding Jim, because I'm really hoping that I can go on with Gary tomorrow night. I haven't seen if it's in the cards of the schedule, but he's going to talk about George Gammon's video. And if you guys got an opportunity to watch George Gammon's video, going to 1 million or going to 0, and he says I think it's going to do both. And then he talks about the probability, and he talks about what is the
MicroStrategy?
What's that?
You talk about MicroSeller?
No. Gosh, I can't remember. MCS.
MicroStrategy.
The fund, the hedge fund.
Yeah. MicroStrategy.
Right now you're paying like a $6 billion premium to be part of their fund, because they bought $3.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and all of a sudden their valuation is 9.5 when they lost $120 million last year.
Yeah, so, and you borrow another 1.1.
MicroStrategy.
Hold on one second.
MicroStrategy.
Dr. Moore, were you trying to say goodbye? Is he froze?
I think he's froze.
Yeah. Let's see if he comes back in.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, Dr. Moore, were you trying to say goodbye? Did you have to get rolling?
No, he's
here.
See you later, buddy.
Later, brother.
See ya. It's always good having him on. That's cool, man.
He's got some great points. I wish his internet was a little better.
Yeah, I know. We've had that problem before with him.
It's wild. I moved to an island, and my internet's way better here than it was.
Funny.
It's funny because I was asking you that in the chat. I'd be like, that would be the only thing.
You can get fiber here, and like where I'm at, it's super fast, and like I said, faster and cheaper than it was for me back in Florida. So I mean, I think when I was watching myself, I look a little clearer now that I was like, So yeah, I'm stoked on that. I can take that.
Yeah, you're not pixelated at all, man. You look great.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome.
So I want to get back to the question at hand here. We were talking about because we were talking about the big money coming in, the macroeconomics, and you were talking about you're maybe meeting up tomorrow with Gary on his show about the gentleman that he met with.
I'm gonna definitely be watching that for sure. The
Gammon, yeah, I want to see that too. When I got some time, I want to go through the whole, because there's part 1 and part 2, right? Isn't there two parts?
Part 2 is tomorrow. So part 1 was him talking about the video, and then he's going to have participation from the community tomorrow.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't subscribed to Funding Jim over on YouTube,
or
go
Gifting
over there.
You Hex.
Gifting You Hex.
Yep.
And he'll have it over there, and that's Gary, our guy. So,
and he's a buddy, a personal buddy of George Gammon, and George Gammon is on he's been on Valuetainment. He's been on Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad radio channel 4 or 5 times now, I think. So he's got some connections to real people.
Yeah.
And without even hacks too.
He's got stuff going on, man.
Yeah.
Yep. So macroeconomics on crypto really got me.
Hold on real quick. We got to give a giant shout out. T-Bird, Thank you. He put it on here. He's T-Bird and Theta. He just threw us 100 T-Fuel. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the donations on Theta. We really appreciate you.
And by the way, Ethereum is officially again $2,000 flat. Like,
Just hit two.
Yep, it did. It did earlier in the stream. Yeah.
Even with it running inefficiently right now, it still hit 2K. So
Yep.
that's fucking monster, guys.
Nagabo has arrived.
But what's up, Nagabo? But
Naga Tribe.
I hear you got water again today. Can't wait for the next video, brother.
The funniest thing is that it's just getting started. EIP 1559 hasn't even hit yet. People need to understand scavengers go around, they do the quick flip, but when they're going to know what time it is, when the EIP hits, you're going to see all that money flocking back into Ethereum. That's what people need to understand. We've heard that play before, the whole this, that, the fee, and this. And especially Hex, we're cool because we're staking anyway. But I want to go back to your point that you mentioned earlier. Like, people underestimate how the big funds, sadly, they're literally slave to the yield, RG. So there's definitely a lot of malinvestment. But again, the greed sometimes overshadows that. When
They've got to move, though. They didn't come into HODL. They didn't come into HODL. It's going to be a move. It's going to be a move, and it's going to be a swift one.
Yeah,
so everybody needs to hold on to their damn pants and be ready for that, because they did it before. They'll do it again. They're not here to hold. Guys, they are not here to hold. None of crypto is holding, and these guys are definitely not going to hold. They're here to get their yield, and then they're going to get the hell out or move it around or do whatever it is, and it's going to hurt and wreck a bunch of people. It is.
Yeah, exactly. They'll pump the price. You're going to be all cozy, just kind of a little frog. You're going to be nice in your little warm water. Everything's cool. And then one day you're going to wake up, it's going to be a drop. People forgot what happened a couple months back. The little mini DeFi high dropped 30%. And the new people that come in, they're not trained for that. They're going to be the first one to be shaken out. And that's what's going to create all that stuff. And they're going to become the liquidity again and having all that problem. So people need to understand that. Although, yeah, go ahead.
See, I still like the macro, like I like a dollar costs idea of the macro sense of that, like, okay, the institutions they most likely won't dump super hard and just destroy the market. They spend a lot of time. They did. I'm saying, like, no, these new investors that are coming in, like, I mean, is Tesla gonna like dump all of that $2 billion of Bitcoin? Especially, first of all, if they're using creative accounting to their advantage, they won't necessarily dump it. But the way that they will most likely offload this onto retail investors overall is through these investment funds that will be eventually wrapped into retirement funds. You know, the backs of like the traditional and the retirement investors, eventually people are just gonna be like, oh yeah, you got to have your 5% in crypto. And like that shit is never going to do the gains that they talked about it doing back in the day, because these large institutions are going to be able to forever dump on the heads of investors. You know,
unless you jump into something like Hex, So I mean, I want to put it in macro perspective here. We are at 1.6 something trillion. Where's it? There it is. 1.698 trillion dollar market.
Bitcoin is $1 trillion market cap.
I'm not talking about Bitcoin. I'm talking about all of crypto. So when we started our little Hex adventure back in December of 2019, the freaking market cap was somewhere around 350, 400 billion. That's a year ago, guys. A fucking year ago.
I remember when it crossed half a trillion. And I remember because of the tweet that Vitalik tweeted back in 2017. Back in 2017, when we crossed the $500 billion market cap, he tweeted, "Congratulations on crypto reaching $500 billion. Are we really worth it?" And like it was what, like less than a month after that we like the bottom fell out, you know. And like and I remember reading that and being like, no, we're fucking not. Like I don't know, like I have a lot of these tokens and none of them do shit, you know.
Listen, and when you get Peter Schiff to be bullish, you need to start to being worried. You know, Euphoria phase is there. And I think DK, what we're saying is we're kind of saying the same thing. But what I want to point out is that this is the Euphoria phase. And guess what? They can run it out of where the 50K. But make no mistake, just like the professional pumpers, they know where the entry point is. And then they'll pump, they'll wine and dine you for a couple of weeks. You're going to forget about it. But they know where that entry point is. And then they're just going to milkshake you up and down and margin trading. That's what this whole Binance thing is. Guys, I'm in the sales business. I see this all the time. I can see from a mile away. They loaded up everything. Now they're telling all the YouTubers, they do the propaganda. Come on in. We're open for the festival, right? You're going to come in. You're going to get
mainstream media is talking about Bitcoin.
Remember,
every financial show you listen to, even the mainstream media news is talking about Bitcoin. And they're talking about it in a positive light. They used to talk about Bitcoin like, oh, it was this obscure thing, and oh, it can't go any higher, and it shouldn't. They used to talk about it obscure. Now it's part of your portfolio.
XRP. Remember?
Now it's part of your portfolio.
I remember that
about it being part of your portfolio.
Yeah, they expect it to be part of your portfolio now.
So what I'm saying is they're going to run it to maybe 100K, but don't forget that the fair market value could be where it is now, around 50K, and people are going to forget that. So we need to talk about it now. So when it happened, people are not surprised. We're clearly over.
We've talked about.
Okay, wait, stop. I want to talk about this fair market value of fucking Bitcoin because we've been talking about it for a year. And we've been talking about technology and crypto, and everyone in this room has said that it's a fucking old technology. It doesn't work. It's shit. It is still shit. Richard tweeted yesterday, every reason why it's up in prices because it's a good coin now, right? Wrong. It's the same bullshit. Yeah. There's just money in it right now. So guess what? Eventually that's going to be discovered. That's going to be found out. And these guys aren't here because Bitcoin is good. They're here because the price is pumping. It has absolutely nothing to do with what Bitcoin is. We all know Bitcoin is shit when it comes to technology. We all know that. So if our narrative is changing, why the fuck would our narrative be changing when we've been telling everybody for a past year that this is bullshit, that Bitcoin doesn't deserve, other than it is first, other than it was the one that brought crypto, right? To us. No, don't us start changing our narrative because we're the only ones motherfuckers speaking the truth out here. The real technology is what we've got our hands on. Yep. This is where people need to be looking. If you want smart money to go into something worth the goddamn, put it in Hex. Because Hex is the crypto that is going to change crypto, not Bitcoin. This whole thing that's going on with Bitcoin is going to fucking drop people on their heads. And they're going to wish that they had Hex. Everybody out there is going to wish that they had Hex and if we're not out there shouting at the rooftops, telling people what it's all about and what crypto is going to end up doing to them, then it's our fault. We failed. So don't buy into this goddamn narrative out there that, Bitcoin's okay and it's great now. It's fucking not. It's the same shit we've been talking about for the last year. And Richard's been talking about too.
Yep. Maddie says it well. Bitcoin is the real meme coin.
It is. And I don't want anybody here to start slipping up and start talking like the rest of the fucking mainstream media and everything else out there that's talking about Bitcoin like it's something great, you know?
No, you're right, RG. All right, Captain.
Everyone loves it. Our viewership just went up.
But you know what? The reason I do is because I love all you guys, and I love this space because a lot of you guys want what's best for everybody, and you want what's best for the world and for crypto, and that's what we finally got our hands on. And yes, Bitcoin is that thing that's bringing people to it, but we got to fucking save people from what's about to happen. You know, it's going to hurt crypto again if they dump this shit. It's going to hurt it again. It's going to send it into another fucking bear market. And hey, you know what? The good thing is Hex is going to do great in a bear market. We already proven that we're going to pump in a bear market. When people are down and out and hurting and their crypto isn't doing fuck all but sitting there going down day after day after day, why not get in something that's going up day after day after day? And I'm not talking about price. I'm talking about gains. You're going to get paid in Hex. You're going to get paid in Hex gains automatically, instantly by staking. And that's going to be a place where people can actually park their money that they put in crypto and save themselves from being wrecked.
Yeah, because there's also an important point people don't realize, especially those crazy margin trader guys, is that they play this narrative. You get cozy, you see the gains, you think like your shit don't stink. Next thing you know, you're doing 10x, 50x leverage because the price can only go up, right? And all along, you don't realize that those are paper gains. You don't realize that there's something called the funding rate, especially when you're like everybody's mainly bullish. and it's taking you out of your position. You're paying all these extra fee. They're feeding you to death little by little. And then when they feel like they're ready, they drop the market 20, 30%. You get liquidated, and all this supposedly money you thought you made, you just basically just become the milk check. Literally. And that's the sad part. Instead of having something that you know is steady, it builds, pays you interest that you don't have to worry about. And this is the craziest part. And they've done it again and again and again. They're going to run it. Euphoria is the crazy part because they can, in a matter of hours, I mean, just today, it went up like $5,000 in what, 12 hours? So it's where it really goes. And then it goes down 15%. Y'all, it's just the, buying the dip, right? And then from there, it just changed directions.
My wife just texted me and said, damn, can you yell any louder? The fucking neighbors can hear you.
It's the passion, RG. It's the passion.
Dude, Crypto King, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you, man. Your work on outbound messaging has been fantastic. I've been on a stream with you to fully appreciate you, man. But your shades are also killer too. Yes.
Yo, those are straight out of a meme.
I know. I'm making it look easy, but it is a lot of work. I know you put in overseas in Japan.
Yeah, you put in a ton of time on other cat streams to get the message out there, man, and it does not go unnoticed. That's for damn sure, man. You're fucking killing it, man.
He puts in more work than a prison hit.
Give you my award lapel myself, man. You are straight killing it.
He calls me in
Thank
the
you,
morning.
brother.
I wake up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. He's talking to me then. He's talking to me when I'm going to bed. He's talking to me in the afternoon.
That's
sending me emails. We're constantly talking to people, and we got some good stuff on the books, guys. There's some cool
I think I mentioned last time to the captain that I was securing a couple of the guests that I was in bed in my pajamas. It was 3 a.m. and I was sending messages to RG3 saying, "Hey, I just got these two. Go ahead and hit them up." So yeah, I'm all night.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I mean, that's when you need to when you're over there. That's when we're up over here. So
he's been setting up a whole queue for me to follow up with the emails, man. I can't. This week I haven't even been able to keep up with you, man. I couldn't believe all the people you connected with this week. That was awesome.
That's the fun part about Hex, man. You like, I call it being high on life. You barely sleep, but you're just so passionate and loving what you're doing. And like, I definitely can relate. Like, I've talked to more people that I've talked to in a very long time, in a short period of time. It was crazy. But again, just seeing the excitement, people happy to be here, want to learn, anything like that.
It reminds me of like when I first started mining, because like I'd be up till 5 a.m. tinkering with so excited just to learn and shit. And oh my god, and read it, and like that's how I am with this shit. I'll talk to people. Same thing on board. I'll be on Zoom calls for my wife's like, "Are you for real, man? Come on."
Mm-hmm. I've talked to people in a week.
Okay, that's great.
Hey, we need some likes and some subscribes, guys. So everybody who's watching right now, like, subscribe, follow us on Theta,
and comment.
Yeah, throw some comments up there, not just on the live chat, but you might have to wait till the replay. But
we're pumping even more. We're about to go over a penny.
Eve is about to show Bitcoin how it's done. It's one of those things again. About to beat 20,000, 40. Again, people went to the scavengers. They went to play the Binance game. And then funny enough, I won't be surprised. It went up to like 360 or something. Then he correct 20%. Some people bought the top, left out of their position Ethereum. And then I watch Ethereum go away. And then it's always a play. Even freaking Elon played it well. Oh, Doge over here. 1.5 billion over there.
He did the rope-a-dope.
Rich, man.
You guys check out the Doge. Boom.
But at the end of the day, right? RG, it's about accountability, right?
I mean, it was the like the most telegraphed rope-a-dope ever. You're just like there ain't no way this motherfucker is buying Dogecoin. Like there ain't no way.
Nobody's gonna tell you before they go buy big bags unless it's just like.
Well, then he had to try to cover his tracks with, I bought Doge for my kids so they can learn to be a hard too. Yeah, that's why you were talking about that.
Video's been weaponized, man. I'm telling you, it's amazing that the SEC has been chilling. Honestly, with all those stories.
Well, there is no SEC right now. It doesn't exist. They're trying to rebuild it right now.
Yeah, they literally don't even have anyone heading the department right now.
They didn't have a head of it. So I want to bring something up here. So T-Dog says, big up to RG on the interview with the guest on Wednesday. Extremely robust and high quality dialogue.
Agreed.
So T-Dog, I want to let everybody know something. So when we started getting interviews, right? So you know how like, okay, so you got your grandpa who's like 96 years old and it's like time to have the family talk about, taking his driver's license away and shit. Well, as soon as Crypto King started bringing guests in, they all had a meeting without the captain, right? And they're like, "Hey, we got to do something about this. We can't have all these guests on and let the captain interview him. He's gonna fuck it all up, man. We can't have this old codger bastard, salty motherfucker talking to these people. We got to pull the plug, get his license, guys."
I was like, dude, can you come on a Tuesday or a Thursday morning?
They were like, hey, so we're gonna get coffee in here, and maybe Bran can handle this for you, and you just sit back, Cap. You'll be all right. And, I know what you fucking guys were doing. I watched you. So,
well, we better brush up on our etiquette for some of the high level.
Oh boy.
So I caught them on their shit, man.
Some of those people, they can't handle it.
I caught them on their shit. So I said, all right. So now they got the old fucking toilet talking salty old bastard going to have to get out there and show these kids how it's done and provide a couple interviews so they'll shut the fuck up and give me my license back and leave me the hell alone, right? So that's what we did. That's why it was a quality interview. Well, the real shit's coming soon, guys. Don't worry.
Yes.
All right.
I know for sure. All right, go ahead, Kinetics.
I'm just gonna say, I'll give you credit. I thought you were gonna botch it, and you did a pretty good job, man. Who knew you had something up rattling around inside of that cranium of yours? Who knew?
Oh, believe you me, I can botch it whenever I want to.
I think we might have to have a dress code for some of the upcoming guests. One of them's a CEO, so
a what? A what?
One of them is a CEO of a
No,
company.
you said a dress what?
You should dress for RG, be wearing a hat and then be a true pirate.
Dress to impress.
Yeah, my ass.
Just put on a scarf and then you'll be like less threatened maybe.
Yeah, just like your background is not real. Let's put on a not real.
Ain't gonna happen, man. Ain't gonna happen.
You're trying to make RG go to work again?
Look. This is me, and this is what you get. This is me, and this is what you get.
I understand that.
That's it.
No, but I get what you're coming from. Yeah. I mean, if the guy focuses on the content at least, and then
of course, it's always about the content. It's
always RG's just gonna try his best not to swear as much.
I fucking doubt it, but
maybe. I said maybe.
Look at some of the inspirational people, professionals that are out there, like what's his name, Gary Vanderchuk, cussing motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
The same thing with the tall guy, the motivational speaker,
Anthony Robbins.
Tony Robbins. Yeah,
Tony Robbins.
Cussing motherfucker. Look at Joe Rogan, cussing motherfucker. So just because I'm ugly and do it, don't get on me.
No, come on, that's cool. There's just a level to it, right? There's like every now and then you slip one or two because it's actually warranted. Because like I want my heart on my sleeve. Sometimes I get passionate, right?
Exactly.
But you can't be just like cursing just because it's fun,
and that's where you have to figure out where. Like when I'm standing in line and there's a 80-year-old lady in front of me, I'm not cussing up a storm. You know what I mean? There's always a reason to have it in your, especially when you want to bring a point.
Exactly. That was the worst one I'm trying to say, because it's easy to the listener and the person you're trying to talk to, so they don't trying to act funny or look, That's why sometimes when I'm with my boys, I do my thing and when they say, I'm like, okay, you want to talk math? Let's go. Because some people will use that to say, oh, I didn't want to listen because X, Y, and Z. When it's like when you can show them no, listen, this is me in my natural habitat because I'm going to be me, but I can meet you at your level.
I don't trust them.
It's always important to read the room. That's
and I don't trust a motherfucker that don't cuss.
No, absolutely.
I don't.
Absolutely.
I don't.
I'm a church mouse, bro.
Yeah, because I've seen those motherfuckers, what they do when they're not around everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The fake ones. I hear you. I hear you. But sometimes you can kind of throw them some shade without having to go to the like what Michelle Obama used to say. I like that quote. When they go low, you go high, type of thing. So, but I hear you. By all means, hey, I want you to be you. Period. Full stop. And hopefully, the person that comes in get the content and don't judge anything else but the content.
If you look at the amount of F-bombs that went on, there was actually 2 on Wednesday. And there was and I knew that,
Okay.
And so there's reason for it and reason not to do it.
Because I don't want the platform to do something bad for you guys. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what the rules are, but I'm sure they don't look at those things or whatever.
No, they don't care how many times we say that.
There's this box on our stream that says, "Never will we have child okay content," and
never,
so
ever,
penalize us for that, because we do not ever claim to YouTube that we have child-friendly streams.
Hey, so for all of you guys out there, so Diraj, maybe put on some of you are a little bit too interested in my RG She avatar. So I have a feeling that some of you have got my avatar in your bathroom and you are taking care of business, fapping to the old pirate here. And if that's you, shame on you guys. Shame on you.
That's gross. If it is you guys, I don't want to know about it. Please. I like the Hexicans as they are. I don't want to know anything about it.
What I like about bringing on the other YouTuber type people like Alaska Prepper and Rethinking a Dollar and CJ is that's going to give us excellent opportunities to have Hexicans on their shows spreading the message. Exactly. So eventually we will see some Hexicans on those shows as well.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good. That's good. I mean, this is so see we're moving forward now. So we were in an echo chamber before, first it was just a handful of us talking to each other. Then we got a bunch of us talking to each other. Then we branched out and started talking to each other. And now we're talking to the crypto world and the financial world, and they're hearing us and they're coming on and visiting with us and we're visiting with them. I mean, my last show with on Wednesday with Mike, what's his show again?
Rethinking the Dollar.
Rethinking the Dollar. RTD. So the RTD show, Mike, it's like it was bringing somebody from the financial world into our space, and he got it. He understood. Yeah, there you go. His fine silver, his silver coin, right? Mm-hmm. And he got it, and he took to what Hex was all about. You know what I mean? And it was like, hey, I want to know more about this now. So he understood it. He got it. Same with the gentleman that Alaskan Prepper. He was like, hey man, this is right in my wheelhouse. This makes a lot of sense now. And so the more and more we get out there and do that, the more and more people that we're talking to, and less echo chamber we are, and screaming at, eating shit and barking at the moon and yelling, we're not scammers, we're real people, and all that shit that we've been yelling. It's time, guys. It's time for us to branch out and start talking to other communities and letting them know what Hex is all about, because there is no Hex dev out there that's gonna just put content out. There is no Hex founder that's putting content out. It's Richard's going to get out every once in a while and spew his stuff, and he's not your typical founder that's going to get out there and stream regularly and tell you what this is doing and what that's doing and what's coming next and where it's going and what this coin is going to be.
There's no expectations of work of others,
of course. So it's us going out and doing it.
And to be honest, I tell you all the time, there's busy and there's productive. If you see the 6-hour stream that Richard does and all the things that he has already done, if you combine that, the amount of knowledge and value given compared to those wannabe founders, I mean, you can add years and they still be lower. So it's like, it gets to a point where we'll now be able to understand, hey, we got to take action and again, reach out to other communities, like you said, and especially no coiners. There's so many of them. Yep. 40% of the people that I've talked to so far have never really owned crypto. Like, there is definitely a lot of new people in the market. It's almost like a duty to talk to those men and reach out as much, because help them before they get scammed. Because a lot of them, it's their first bull run. They're like, oh yeah, everything goes up. Hey, have you heard about this coin? It's like a nostalgia. It reminds you, oh man, that used to be me. But we all seen that movie. We know how it ends. Yeah. Again, that's what we say. We're about building wealth, not just a quick flip. because those people, they end up being burned because they just sit tight, they chill, they forget to take profits, they just think everything just goes up, and then you go to bed, and then you woke up one day and it's just red everywhere, and you're like, what do I do? And because you never had a plan, right? Then you're just gonna panic dump and then whatever. Because you never done your research. You just heard about
wait till these no coiners, these new people see blood in the streets for this first time. Wait till they see it. It's not a pretty thing. It's scary when you've got a lot of your money invested in crypto and you see blood in the streets like a real massacre. I'm not talking about the shit we've been seeing this last year, the little dumps and shit. Wait till you see a nice fucking,
99% correction,
80% correction in all of crypto, where the market cap drops back down to under $1 trillion and 600 billion or something, and you're gonna be like, oh fuck. I mean, that's scary shit, man. That's scary shit.
And I have an indicator for everybody actually, which I think will be great, just for a few minutes talking about quick math. An indicator that I found that a lot of successful people use, which is great, kind of related to the funding. But when there's a lot of cheap money in the market or new fresh money coming like that, even the shitty DeFi or the low interest rate one are starting to charge a higher interest rate. For example, things like Celsius or whatever, doing like 10, 15, 16%, because exchange are the buyers. They have to borrow that money to allow the crazy people to go do their margin trading and stuff. So another leading indicator is like when that interest rate start to go back down, which means then less exchange needs to borrow money because less people are going degen leverage, because guess what? They probably blew their load already. That's going to be your indicator that, hey, a top might be near. So when you look at it like that, you'll be able to understand that if you're new, of course, and it's your first type of cycle and you see certain things, you might be, getting that little flight to safety before it gets worse. And again, that's the beauty about something like Hex, because you can just stake it, get your T-shirt, lock it in, let it roll for you. But if you're a DJing out there, look out for that. Because when that thing changes, that's a sign that people are running out of ammo. It's all correlated. And the exchange is going to be ready to cash out.
But I am with Big K on this, on this being a different pump right now. I know that there's there's more solid money in it than the first CMEs that came in back in 2017. This isn't that same thing. It's not like one entity is coming in and one entity is exiting. We've got multiple entities in, and they may liquidate large portions, but they're probably not going to liquidate it all, like we just said a minute ago. So we'll see probably lesser of a dip, but you're still going to see 60-70%.
Oh, absolutely. RG, I'm talking about I believe we just enter Euphoria. That is the biggest fate. And
we're here.
You can do 300%. On the last leg is the most severe. And Ethereum is going to do his. The last leg, we can go from 2,500 all the way to 5K. The last leg is the one you want to watch. All I'm saying is I like to give people a heads up. So when it happened and Bitcoin is at 80K and the next moon boy and the YouTuber is going to talk about, hey, it's just the beginning, right, RG?
It's 250, 250,
it's just the beginning. 100K. No, we're going to 3,000. And then when it corrects, it's just by the dip. And then
and then they all crawl back under their little fucking rocks.
I'm just letting people know to look for those indicators, and that interest rate funding rate is important because it tells you whether or not the degen still have enough ammo to play, because those are the one pushing the price up. Because again, they think the shit don't sting. They're up so much. They want 100x leverage. It's the safest thing. You start hearing stuff like there's no risk, right? It's a risk-free move. 100x, let's go. When you hear those things,
and they're all setting up their trading platform classes now, and they're all like,
exactly. Coordinated tweets. All the YouTubers. You see how the last week, all the YouTubers talk about Binance Chain, like. Is that a coincidence, right? Like I can read those. My brain just see those. It's so obvious to me. It's like they loaded the whole thing, pumped the bag, and now it's like, let's go talk about it. We're going to take over Ethereum. I literally read that today. Binance going to flip Ether. I'm like,
I heard that too.
I'm like, pump the fucking brake. You see, this is where I curse a little bit. Pump the fucking brake for a second, all right? Chill the fuck down. This thing went up already 300% in 2 months, and they're talking about at 40, Ethereum's like 200 plus billion. So they talk about doing another 4x on top of it. Like, no. And then watch how by the time the little guy comes in and the margin trader and everything, they're going to maintain it for a little bit, liquidate you, feed you to death, give you hope, and then they'll just do little dips.
And you know who's number one sitting there watching, waiting for when he's going to exit some shit out. You know he's sitting there waiting.
Oh man! And then they rinse and repeat.
Well, yeah,
So you guys,
I did see
these companies,
CZ.
yeah, and all CZ, he said it in his tweet, man. Their whole goal is to just, do slightly better than Bitcoin. That's what their goal is. So like, are you gonna see parabolic gains that are sustained through that? Like, no, it's gonna come back. They're going to make already did. It's already coming back a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
the one good thing CZ is very good at, I give him credit for that, because at the end of the day, this is a skill. He's just really good at copying what works. It's still copying, but that's what he does. Again, all the things that he does, everything Ethereum does is better. Boom, they copy the whole Binance chain, this, that. Yep. Now people realize we don't want centralized, we want DeFi. They went there, they bought the Uniswap, they bought the sushi, they wanted to control the coins, make money off of that, and now they're like, oh, we figure out everything that they're doing. We're gonna copy the code and we're gonna create Binance chain. But people still don't fucking get it. It's still not fully decentralized. And I saw it today. At some point, the announcement went in. Oh, withdrawal of Ethereum is limited, suspended, because there's always a problem, right? They're learning from Coinbase. Oh, we got an issue. We have to suspend. It's like they don't get it. Not your key, not your crypto. Because some people realize like, wait a minute, I just made 300% on my money. The OG who are very smart, they were there early when Binance before the pump. Then they shill about it and then they talk to the YouTubers. And then when it's like $300+ and the new guy comes in, oh, we're gonna go to 500. Oh, we're gonna go flip Ethereum. They're dumping on your head, and then they're exiting literally the liquidity as we fucking speak, and then pumping back Ethereum, and then the price is over 2K. Like, thank you for the free money. See you later. Bye. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, and like they do, it's double-sided too, because not only is it thank you for the free money, but then also enjoy being a bag holder and doing your best to pump this community that you're now indebted to forever with your underwater bags.
Exactly. And they have the audacity to talk about volume. I'm like, wait a minute, volume? The fuck you talking about? That only benefits the exchange. You're basically bragging about how much the exchange is getting in fees and feeding you to death. That's literally what I heard also. Oh, look, it's going to take over Uniswap, this, that. I'm like, dude, you don't get it. You don't make money on the volume. The exchange does. It's about the price appreciation and how much leverage do you have. Because the thing is, if you're sitting chilling because you bought Binance when it was less than $20 on the previous dip a couple months ago, not too long ago, you're like, oh, 10x leverage, let's go. I'm going to dump on the plebs. But when you're the new guy at 300, because he went to 360, almost 370 sometime today, and then he corrected 30%. Like, people don't understand that wick, although it's still $300. Somebody bought that. Somebody bought that top at 370, whatever, and got probably liquidated because he probably did a 10x or 100x leverage, and then 20% on the downside wiped out.
I had some friends that loosely know about how to deal with crypto through me, and they're like, "Yo, what's up with this Binance thing?" And I'm like, "Bro, just stay away." And they're like, but I hear you can just use MetaMask to do it. And it's just like, I'm like,
they want because they literally
thieved.
It's the same shit, man. It's the same shit with the Dogecoins. You get the fucking phone call when the shit is at 8 cents, almost 10 cents. You don't get it at 1 cent. You don't get it at 2.
It's literally 7, 8 cents.
It's at 8 cents.
Like, no, dude. Oh my God.
It's like, don't you see this graph? Don't you see this graph? This is not the time to buy. This is the time.
It's funny because what we've been saying for the last year is all being validated by everyone's actions, because we've been talking about this ad nauseum. No, people don't want to buy freaking cheap coins. They don't want to get into Bitcoin when it's $3,000. They want it when it's 56 grand, and they want it bad. I mean, they are opening up their wallets, their credit cards, whatever they can get to.
Like Michael said,
they're borrowing money. But when it was 3,000, they didn't even want to talk to you. You were crazy if you were talking about crypto.
Yeah, oh, it's a scam. It's this, it's that.
Yep. But now that it's 56K, they want in.
And funny thing, nothing changed. Like you said, the technology didn't really change. Yeah. If anything, that's quit.
Change.
Yeah, in fact, it like if anything, it's just like the problems with it are more blatantly obvious.
But it's like expensive.
Bitcoin's getting worse.
It's like expensive tennis shoes. They're just fucking tennis shoes, man.
Yep.
Why do they got to cost $10,000, $20,000, $50,000? Why?
Some asshole's willing to pay it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's the only reason.
And if you see the
Somebody's
macro view, the centralization is actually getting bigger and bigger, and they're creeping on it. Think about it. Like, what do you think OKX is doing all this delisting all of a sudden, right? Bitcoin Cash, freaking BSV. I mean, I don't like the coin so much, but they're all preparing this. Hey, we're going to funnel the money, lead all the sheeps, bring them all into Bitcoin. We'll farm this thing to the new high.
I mean,
drag more people, and then we're going to dump the whole thing. So it's literally, you can see it. That's the only thing that they do to concentrate, control the coins, put it out of circulation, pump the price like crazy. They're going to find whatever they think the support is. And then from there, they're just going to start what we call the distribution phase. They'll just liquidate people. The price will barely move, maybe 5% up and down.
Yeah, that's what Hex has been doing.
How many
Liquidating the
people
shit out of all of the people that were staked
Yep.
out before that billion, $1.5 billion or whatever it was. And that's what's happening. We're seeing the shakeout. We're seeing the little wicks down. We're seeing the wick down, wick down, wick down. Those are all fucking wallets getting liquidated out of Hex.
Because people think,
what we're
it
seeing.
went up to 60K or whatever. I make money. No. When you get liquidated, you're stopped out. The price just leaves you behind.
You're gone.
And you have to buy back higher with new money on top of the money you just lost.
Yep.
It's like, what?
And they'll do
Bitcoin's-
it. They'll keep doing it.
Yep. Yeah, Bitcoin's like a Mercedes Benz with 200,000 miles on it. Just 1 mile left before it breaks down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, so people that are in the tubes there and the YouTubes and out there in the platforms watching this, what we're talking about is real, man. These are all people that have been in crypto through a few cycles. We've seen all this shit come and go. And you'll see that this show is not talking about anything new, man. We've been talking about this same shit since we've been in conceived a year ago. We've been talking about how people are going to act when this shit happens, and people are doing exactly what we said and exactly what Richard said. So we're all torn from the same cloth here. We understand crypto because we've been through the cycles, not because we think we know or we're some fucking geniuses that, know how to read charts and bullshit. No, we've been through market cycles and we've watched it happen, and history is continuing to repeat itself. Now, there are some nuances. There's some caveats. There's some things that are a little bit different about every, cycle. Mm-hmm. But in general, they're the same. You get the same type of people, the same type of personalities, the same type of FOMO, the same type of FUD. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. And the people with the money are the ones that are controlling it, not you guys and your emotions, not you getting in and putting it all on black. That's not what's controlling this thing. So be careful. Watch yourselves. Put your shit in something that is stable. And that's what we're talking about, is Hex being a stable crypto, because right now it's a very, very low price. Hex is the most stable thing I've ever seen in crypto, because you can't mess with it. You can't touch it. You can't FUD it out anymore. It's already been through its cycles.
It's in diamond hands too.
It's time tested. Yep. And it's in hands that it's actually the only coin that you can see that is going to hold. The supply is being held. That the inflation that is being printed is being held, and it's being held for years. Mm-hmm. Not this cycle, not months, not weeks, not days, but for years it's going to be held. And there is a low supply out there, and there is a high interest APY that's going to get paid. And that APY, because of that big bag that's sitting out there that is not moving, that's not going to go anywhere. Because there's that big bag out there, that APY can't go down much further than where it is already, because there's only about 5% of the Hex out there that's liquid.
Yep. And you guys don't be confused. Don't be fooled by the market cap, the coin supply. You can't touch 80% of that, 85, 90% of that if you include the staker class. That makes Hex extremely rare. Extremely rare. And what happens when stuff is rare and the demand is still going up? Price goes up as well. And in the meantime, the OA is being a benevolent dictator in a way that is great for us, because they're the ones that are holding that APY at 37% for people staking past the 5-year average.
And I don't know what the numbers are, because I'm not the mathematician. But there is a point where you aren't going to be able to drop the APY anymore. when Hex is all staked out. And then every time a stake comes due and somebody sells it, it's going to go on the market and it's going to be fighting over that shit to get it staked. Yep. And
We're
like I said, these people who are smart, after this March 15th event happens, the people that are smart are the people that staked after that. The people that are staked after that are so smart that now they're going to realize what they got their hands on, and they're going to realize that they even staked too early then.
Yes.
And that comes out of there over the next like I just said earlier, over the next 2 to 3 years, that comes out, they ain't letting go of that shit. They're going to turn that shit into T-shares ASAP because they know what they got their hands on. So guess what? You're not even going to be able to buy the new minted coins because the people that have it in their hands are not going to want to release it. They're going to use the value of it and stake that shit out.
Absolutely.
Did you all catch Johnny Chaos? He did it on screen. He had either Uniswap or ETHEX.com, and he was showing the liquidity with the insufficient quantity of coins available on one of the swap. Just go check out Johnny Chaos's tweet.
Only about 16. He was showing only 16, 10 million buy, and then there's no more coins because literally and
no more coins.
Yep. Like literally last week or about 10 days ago when I onboarded my friend, we got about like almost 9 million hex, and that was just one guy. So it's like, and then since then, again, I've talked to like about 60 people, between real people that my friends close by and then people on Telegram and people are already doing staking. Like, again, the liquidity keeps going lower and lower. People don't realize the only reason why the price is doing the dancing, and the people are wrecking themselves with slippage, it's only because some of the early stakes
and
some of the early people forget there's still some of the early, maybe I think exchange free claim stuff from last February, March. They're hitting their 350 days. People need to remember that. They're not, no offense, I don't call them true Hexicans. They were just here, let me claim this shit, let me dump it. It went up 200 hex. They fucking can't complain. So they're like, hey, let me just get this free money. And that's fine.
Because they don't understand the product.
By the 15th of March, that's over.
So I wish Maddie was here to discuss this. So I'm just going to put these up on the screen because these are great points. So this goes to talk to exactly the point we're just making. 85% of Hex won't sell because it's in the OA. 10% is staked for 5 years. So there's only 5% liquid. 0.032% of the total supply of Hex is in the automatic market maker, which is Uniswap, available only to market buy. It's only available for market buy. And Hex is so scarce. And the more people realize this, the more scarce it becomes.
Yep. And that's
the thing that people also have to remember too is that that hex is being the hex that is available is being absorbed. I bet if you had an infograph of the whale wallets that they're with the wallets that are accumulating, it's larger wallets. The big guys, they're whether it be us that are trying to continue to get our hands on it, or whether it be, hey, Maddie, what's going on? Or whether it be the origin address through penalties and fees, or whether it be the benevolent whales that are setting limit orders. Whoever it is, they're sucking it up, and it's really a fight for the little guys to get their hands on Hex now because those whale wallet addresses are sucking it up, and the more that they do that, the higher when we do pump.
That's why I've been trying to tell the little guy, and I was talking about it with Maddie because I broke this down, that when you see those big candles exiting or expiring end stake, that actually is a hidden pumpamentals. And it happened twice, and I've said it twice, and it's going to happen again. It doesn't mean price is going to dump. It means it's going to be a pump. Because the way whales think is like, liquidity, entry point. I'm trying to buy a lot of Hex with no slippage. I mean, literally, that's what I did with my friend. We wanted to market buy, but then we got hit by the maximum, so we had to break it down because he couldn't do more than 17,000 on one buy. But it just goes to show, big whales who trying to get in, they're looking at this end staking as, wow, this is my last chance. Where the little guys thinking, oh my God, I'm about to be dumped on. It's a different mindset. They need to shift that. It's access to liquidity. Because you're always not going to give away the diamonds for free. That's for sure. So you're going to have to go and get it from Hexican or from whatever's left.
And in a low liquidity environment, the price is more likely to lie to you and to say that it's lower than it really is, because if you wanted to buy it at that lower price and you wanted to buy a big amount, you'd be pushing the price against yourself so much that you would cry yourself to sleep and make everybody else feel really good. So go ahead and do that.
No, absolutely. Like literally, we broke our transaction in 5. We still pushed the price up 5%. Almost.
And if you really want to make other people feel good, then try to sell a lot and then push the price against yourself down so we can buy cheaper.
Yeah.
And then we'll be laughing all the way to the treasure.
I like that. That's a good analogy, man.
Love it.
Oh man.
Sorry guys, I'm posting the link, guys. We'll let a few more people in tonight if you guys are interested. It's in the YouTube, and I'm gonna go ahead and post it now in Theta right now. But this talk right now, RG and I've had these discussions in private on the phone, and they make me want to FOMO buy every time we have these conversations because when you've got such a high, I won't even call it a circulating supply, just a high amount of total supply, but only 5% of it is available. In some ways, I regard that the demand's not there because we don't have the institutional players coming after it yet. But in some ways, I'd be willing to bet that we are more scarce than Bitcoin right now.
Absolutely. We absolutely are. And I remember talking with Maddie about this because I ran the numbers as an approximation and even including the emergency penalties, because again, more gets go and sit in the pot that's not going to be touched for a while. When people realize that literally we are in the obviously best asset class, I think this is one thing at least Bitcoin helped proving is making sure that, hey, we're here to stay over $1 trillion market cap. We don't get laughed at anymore. But beyond that, DeFi is truly the future. So we're in the best asset class. We are in the best industry, in terms of decentralized financing, replacing the bank and rebuilding from ground up and peer-to-peer lending and blah, blah, blah.
Well, we're the highest appreciating asset known to man.
Yep. Exactly. So it's like when you combine all those things together, you really realize what you have. And that's why, I always talk about T-shirt, because your future self will thank you for it for the long term. So when you see Ethereum, Bitcoin, all this thing goes up, that's a good sign. That means that it's going to funnel back down. Again, like Richard said it perfect, right? It goes to the end point, right? The Rockefeller, whatever they did it, you have to do the railroad, you have to do the car, but eventually when it's set, it's going to go to the end point where the real value will accrue, right? The Amazons, right? The Netflix, the stuff like that. So if you already knew that, you're ahead of the game. Even some of those big institutions.
Send your institutional investors here to die. Because they will push the price against themselves so hard that they won't even want to get in. So Hex right now is in a position where it's only letting people get in who are like middle class and not people who are ultra wealthy. And well, unfortunately,
you can't
not people
buy big right
who are
now.
poor.
But
big. People who are poor, they would be more likely to sell when it goes up a little bit. So it's almost like an imperfect design.
Yeah. Or you're going to come in with some slippage along the way. So it's just kind of like, like I just told my friends, hey, you establish the position. And then if you just buy every paycheck, once or twice a month or whatever, it will do that little dollar cost average. And sometimes pushing the price up once you're about to fill up your bag, it's a good thing. It makes your whole stash more valuable also.
And it's created the right behaviors for real investors that believed in the product from the beginning. It has also created whales that would not have been whales in anything else. And it's the true believers who are actually the holders of the wealth in Hex. The people that did their research in the beginning and understood it. The people that are in this room, people that started in the beginning with Hex and understood it and went out there and started talking to people about it. Those are the people that are actually reaping the rewards and the benefits, like Maddie just said. Us normal guys that got in. We weren't, none of us were, monster whales and brought hundreds of thousands of dollars in and dumped it in Hex. That's not what Hex was. Hex was a bunch of hopefuls, a bunch of misfits, a bunch of crypto fucking junkies and beat up guys.
We were the bad news bears.
We got scarred
and like smartly telling people from the get-go, like don't even if you do have all that money, like please don't sell yourself out to this, be responsible, be careful with anything. Crypto gains
the key is really to do your research, because if you realize how great the product is, because to piggyback on what RG said, it's absolutely true. I did come a little bit later and I did put 6 figures in, but I knew what I was doing. And that's what I stake for 555. This is why it's really my favorite bonus. The longer pays better. Like even anybody watching might not be like, oh, I wasn't a OG early. That it doesn't matter because.
But here's the difference, Kareem. You came in like you did strong. You came in hard like you did, but you believed in what was going on here so much that you weren't just a guy that was a whale that jumped in and said, hey, I'm going to take my gains and walk away with it. You actually started participating with the community. You actually started speaking about what it was, and you actually started showing people what it was and what your excitement was all about and why you believed in it. And that's a testament to you and what you've done. So, I mean, it's different in other cryptos. I haven't seen people like you get in, put that kind of money in, and then show their face and say, hey, there's a reason why I believe in this. Look, I put this much money into it because of this. Not because I'm trying to wait till I can dump or get my, like you said, watch my entry point and find my exit point and see when I'm going to get out on all of you guys. You said, this is a long-term hold. This is the 15 year is the way to really go. Yeah. And this is what I'm in for.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that is true. You give a lot of power to the product just in you being you and making those decisions, because like it is easy for us that got in early to just be like, yeah, whatever, we made some gains and we've been here putting, side money or whatever. But like you made a real risk and see the value in it. And that's like I said, that's
an educated risk. He made an
serious educated. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can tell you're educated risk because as hype as you are, you also come with the facts and knowledge right behind it, and that's,
and that's a testament.
You can't just get that overnight. You had to do the research. You had to read the shit. You had to watch the shit. It's impossible to I've tried to condense it in as short of a time span as I can. And you can't have that knowledge that quick.
Amen.
Hex has created turtles that would not have been turtles.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. And the funniest thing is, Maddie, the people right now on the turtle or whatever below, like on the next 100x move, those are going to be the potentially new millionaire. I know it sounds crazy, but this is the beauty about the network effect in Hex. This is what I understood from all the research. It's like we can all win. This is insane. It almost sounds like, I don't want to say the word too good to be true, but it's really that good. Because the network effect takes care of everybody. And I think it's the best type of business, being in a professional sales and marketing. This is one of the reasons why, little side note, but I've always liked the model that what Alibaba is doing versus someone like the Facebook crap, where it's like, we don't care, we're just going to sell you like the data and make all the profit, versus, hey, we're going to make money, but we're going to try to do it while enabling you to be a business and do that kind of like network effect of like the flower that blooms and trying to help everybody all at once. And you can see that in Hex, where it's like it's designed when you just do the right thing, you get handsomely rewarded, and you're helping other people too through the virtual lending mechanism. So it's beautifully put. Now I'm just focusing on adoption because that's the next best thing I can do. Besides,
that's what we have to do now is focus on adoption. And we just went over a penny, guys. We just went back.
Boom. See?
Look at that. We had a big bag sell, and Hex fucking bounced back to a penny.
Like it's no big deal.
Like nothing.
The funny part is it's just getting started. It's gonna shock some people because again, it moves as a function of a square. Ethereum is starting to run, and I'm starting to see what I wanted to see in my prediction. Guys, think about it. Bitcoin is about to hit the 60K, just like I called it. It might retrace, but it just needs to go and kiss it, chill around there. There's some limit market sale waiting for that to hit. But there's a Fibonacci over there at 61,000 and change. It's about to hit that by the end of the month, most likely. Ethereum is starting to run. This could be his Euphoria final leg move, which can bring us anywhere between 3 to 4K. And then literally right by March 15, RG already called it. And we'll show you on the chart. RG, if you can pull out the chart, the Hex.vision, just to show people again. On March 15, when that last big candle is gone, it's like it's over. And by the way, again, another example, some of the big wells that end stake it, they restaked. There was a guy that staked 125 Hex today, 25 million, for like almost a year, like 240 some days or whatever. So it's like some big well already understand that, listen, I can just restake the principal and just eat the interest. Bigger pays better, bonus is there for a reason. So they don't need to crash the price. They don't need to kill the golden goose. They can just leave off the interest and allow the price to go up.
Elon, I want you to use renbtc.bridge, my friend.
That's right.
That is how you're going to put your $2 billion worth of Bitcoin into Hex. So use that and then go to ethhex.com. Thank you.
Yeah, he can just start by buying ETH, just one step at a time. He just get himself some ETH and
It's funny. That's funny how. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's funny how the mainstream media and all the crypto Twitter people were making a big deal out of Elon putting the Bitcoin tag on his profile, but when he removed it, crickets. I didn't hear anything.
You're right.
That's good. RG, can you just zoom in and just for the next 200 days for people to see, because they get to on the top right there's an edit, or you can because you can change the time preference. No, below, sorry. And then top right is the three dots. No, you were there. Sorry, go down.
Hold on, I got it. I got to get off of the screen here. Hold on.
Oh, perfect.
There we go.
No, it has to be the one below.
Customize time range.
Yep.
And then 200 days.
And then change the starting date to let's say put January 1st or February 1st. No, 2021. That's last year. And then you can do it all the way to maybe put 300 days or 200 days so people can see the end date. Yep. Click that. The way it says now. Yep. And then change it. Absolute. Click where it says absolute on the left. So you can put the date.
There
and
we
then
go.
Put it let's say April. We'll
go to the end of April.
Mm-hmm. And click out of the thing. And then hit apply. Oh, I think you X'd out of it.
Yeah. Fucking boomers.
You can do next 300.
All right. Do why is it doing
you
this?
just click and hold it too, just drag it.
Go back, February 1st.
February 1st.
Yeah, and then hit where it says now. Up, no, the other one.
Now to now, time range now
Wait,
to now.
can I share my screen?
It's not gonna show you anything, bro.
Hey, what happened to Crypto King? All right,
I can share my screen if you want.
I'm gonna get out of here and let Kinetics do it.
Oh, I gotta do it now. Oh, hold on a
Yeah,
second.
you put it in.
Give me a second. I'm not there, so.
Yeah, because I really want people to see that because it's literally fascinating. And again, liquidity just keeps shrinking between the two pairs. Because I remember the days remember that announcement when Richard said that we're moving to USDC, and then the liquidity went down by a factor of 4x. And then since then, because we were about 250 million-ish on the pair, now we're down to 80 million. So it just keeps trending down. I wouldn't be surprised if 6 months from now, the liquidity on V2 looks like the one on V1, but then the price of Ethereum is much, much higher. And it still looks like a, $3 to $5 million USD value liquidity, but way less tokens available, because that's what people don't understand. Every time there's a major dump and whatever, all the OA does is just remove the liquidity and just take the tokens out, and then just rebalance the price.
And guess where they go?
Yeah, they go to the point of no.
They go out of existence.
It's just like the Bitcoin leaving the exchanges and going to some mountain somewhere or whatever. It's the same thing. But guess what? You get to turn them into T-shirts now instead of later. So the factor is amazing. So yeah, can't wait for you to share that.
Hey, Chief, it's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
What's happening?
Good to see
Welcome.
you.
How you guys doing? Yeah, I was hanging out with Kinetics last night on a stream, and he kind of threw out a soft invite. I thought I'd pop in and say hello.
Absolutely, buddy. It's good. It's always good to have a new face in here, man. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having me. I feel like I stopped the flow. I don't want to stop the flow, man.
No. What are you talking about?
No, not at
There is
all.
no flow. You are the
FN
flow.
Hangout.
Welcome.
I just put Motley in timeout for being a smartass.
Wanted to get in before you guys shut things down. But
Give me 1 second.
Glad to have you, man. Glad to have you.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, welcome, bud.
I'm not too familiar with StreamYard, so I didn't know it was gonna pop me right in like immediately. I was like, oh, okay, hey, what's up? Because we're here.
Or usually you get in the lobby and then RG pops you in.
Yep.
Why is it?
Did you get it yet, Canuckles, Mr. fucking not boomer?
I did, but
Guys
it's
are
not
here.
letting me choose the. There we go. The right year. For some reason, it wouldn't click on it for me.
What? That's
We didn't want the wrong year.
Yeah. RG, what's this? Now I can share my screen. I have it open.
So
I didn't see you put it up there.
Okay, hold on. Let me do it right now. Share.
You got it. Yeah.
yeah, right after I get it pulled up for you.
Well, I think,
Yeah, you're still
I
messing
think
with
this is
it.
a good time
Okay,
while
yeah.
he's doing that. If I could
Right
just
here.
mention the.
Mhm.
All right.
So what did you want to look at there, Kareem?
Good. So you see that the last big bar, which is
This
like
one right here? Yep.
Yeah, there's
315.
and then there's the April one. Yeah, that's the biggest one. And I
Mhm.
want people to realize that besides those three ones, whether like April, there is no more major like end staking coming in. And again, there's no guarantee that all of those tokens are going to go to circulation. A lot of restaking can happen. But put into perspective, during the launch phase, we're getting 1 billion a day. Now, barely. And the funniest thing is, as the day continues, the bars just get lower and lower. And then after those three big bars, you're looking at literally on average 150, maybe 250 million hex on any given day or less, which means it's going to decrease by a factor of another 4, which means the price could easily go from where it is now and do another 5 to 10x. And liquidity will just be about the same because the factor of the tokens in circulation can lower by 4x, and then the price can go up by 4x, and we'll get the same liquidity with less tokens.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So when people worry
It's a
about
wash.
Pretty sound math, my friend.
It's a wash.
Exactly.
It won't be a dump. It's a wash. And
Yeah.
then,
exactly.
you know.
So when people worry about all prices, look at the liquidity.
But if there's a market buy, fucking moon.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
fly.
And it doesn't even have to be a lot. That's the beauty of it.
No.
I like this comment. My flux capacitor, bro, is broken. I bumped my head on it, so I had to fix that real quick. So
That's awesome. And another nice property of being on Ethereum that all the people are complaining about, because it moves as a function of a square, we can just maintain parity. And if just keeps mooning, we'll just moon with it. Like no big deal. That's the craziest part. If we run out, that's the most bullish thing that I'm waiting for. It's just, even if there's no crazy new wells or whatever coming in right away, the simple fact that there's no more dumpers and we maintain parity and Ethereum just keeps going up in price, we're just going with the ride. Like you get double the gains without doing anything. That's the craziest, coolest thing ever. And then the FOMO will kick in, of course, because we're going to go up like crazy. Because when we go, we go. And that's what I'm excited about. And that's what I told my friends, buy now. Don't worry about the price. Just
all the focus of attention and the excitement is elsewhere right now. And and that's great. That's great because eventually it is gonna come back and flow through Hex. We've seen market cycles like this too, where this coin pump. I mean, come on, BNB's pumping right now. I mean, God,
it's the same thing. Like people were like, oh, $3,000-$4,000 Bitcoin, I don't want to touch it. $80 to $100 Ethereum, oh, I don't want to touch it. And then it just leaves you behind. That's the accumulation phase, ready for launch.
Did you really block Motley?
Yeah.
Captain, don't mess around.
Oh, I love it.
That's awesome. So Chief, where you out of? Like, are you in the U.S. or a little bit outside?
I'm in the U.S. I'm out in Boise, hanging out near Hexo.
Nice.
Man, you guys have a nice scenery out there,
Yeah,
Have a nice what?
We have quite a community of Hexicans out in Idaho there.
We had I actually met Exo at kind of met him. I didn't really get a chance to talk to him much, but we were at a fairly recent meetup, and it was quite a few people there. I did not expect that, and people were coming in from everywhere, like from Seattle. I'm like, what are you guys coming? They're like, where'd you come in from? I'm like, down the road. These kids are driving like 8 hours to get there.
Real quick, I just want to say goodbye. Thanks, awesome. Crypto King. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate all your hard work. We'll follow up on those this weekend, and I'll confirm with you in our little special group who we've got and what day we've got them. So thanks, brother.
Nice. Now this is epic. I was David sent me some pictures. It was awesome. There was a big meetup in Florida when I saw some pictures. That was pretty nice, man. I wish I was there. So I think they were I saw like almost 8 or 10 Hexicans. So it's pretty cool. Can't wait. We heard today news, Biden's talking about vaccinating everybody by June or whatever. So all I care about is if they can open up more and people are less afraid, that'll be cool. So we can do like real meetups.
More meetups.
Yeah, man, dude, we're gonna be talking crypto, man. We're gonna go and then we're gonna convert everybody. We'll show up to the meetup, and then by the time we leave, they're all Hexicans.
I want to go to conventions. I want to get us to some conventions because that's where the real action is going to be. And
I can't wait for us to go as a group to hang out and get some food afterwards, and then tip the waiter or waitress within Hex. Be like, okay, so you got to download this app on your phone, and let me go ahead and send you some Hex right now. We'll get it staked, and then give them a $200, $300 tip in Hex.
People don't realize how game changer that sticker app is. Seriously, I've talked about it at length, but it's so underrated because everybody know mobile is the future. Real talk. And they're getting to a point where if you have obviously a nice one or whatever, they're literally as secure as certain top computers. And it's on the go, easy download. I'm giving away free wallet. It's still happening. You know what I mean? It's a community effort. As long as I told people, promise me you're gonna use it. Promise me you're gonna get a stake in there. And then the funniest part is when they realize all the functionality, they're like, whoa, I can do this, I can do that. It's like game changer. So that alone, 2-minute download, ready to go. Get them on, get them rolling. They see the thing, they start playing with it. It's over.
Yep. Heck yeah, buddy. Hey, thanks, Bitfinesse, for the $4.99. Yes, definitely. There was, I think, over 1 billion BTC was printed in 2008 during that inflation bug, and they had to roll back the chain. So the number one granddaddy of them all, the biggest market cap, had the worst inflation bug exposed at its inception. So it was about 1 billion, if I remember correctly. So you can tell Colin Tyrell's Wizard of Pod on Sunday.
Yeah, it was a lot for
just
sure.
What trash technology that is, because that is not fixed. Because recently, what was it? A year and a half ago, Bitcoin Cash developer found another one. Yep.
Tell them what you're going to do to middlemen, Bitfinesse.
Yep. Bless that developers, man. If he decided to not do what he did, shit, that would have been over.
So I bet you didn't know that one of our community members, Chief, his niece was the waitress for the Boise meetup. So,
oh wow, okay,
nice. Yeah, I was
pretty
just
cool.
reading that.
Hey, tell her to download Staker app, hook her up, and the next time we're tipping some Hex.
They had at the place where we were at, it's in Nampa, but I don't know if this was done on purpose, but they had we had a private room in the back, and the wall had like the Hex design built into the wall. It was like part of the design. I don't know if that was on purpose.
It's like welcome to the future. There's hexagons everywhere.
You see them all over the place now. It's just like you mentally can't help it.
Yeah.
We did a personality test. We did a personality test the other day on Hex Therapy, and we did Richard's personality. And we went to 16personalities.com. The first character who showed up who has his same personality was Olivia Wilde, and she was holding a hexagon.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, man, I'm cold.
Yeah, I'm not reading that out loud. I don't think that needs to hit the YouTube algs. So, but that great comment, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Big finesse. Cheers to you, brother.
Yeah, this is a great point, T-Don. If you look at this, how futuristic the Hex design is. If you look at every single costume since the original Avengers, they all have mini hexagons throughout their costumes. Every single one of them. Yeah, not just the WandaVision show, but every single one of the.
It's everywhere you go now. Everywhere you look, you'll see hexagons everywhere now.
Have you ever heard of? And maybe Maddie has heard of this. It's called the yellow car syndrome. You don't notice how many yellow cars there are on the road until you start looking, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh my God, there's more yellow cars on the road than I thought there was." So it's kind of that way for us Hexicans when we see the hexagon shape now.
Yep.
What you see, you're focused on. That's funny. Remember when I started seeing Teslas everywhere, you know, it's like a mind trick almost. Or the certain color or certain thing. Now you get hyper focused on that.
I mean,
hey Kareem, I like that you got you a chair now. You're not like menacing over the top of us, standing there,
staring at us.
I was like, why am I feeling so comfortable? Is it no? He's sitting in a chair. He's sitting in a chair. That's great.
I always had the chair. It's just what I wanted. I calibrated for the green screen, so I lowered the chair because I'm so tall. So have you? Okay, you see that? I'm gonna teach you something real quick. You see that fuzzy haze you have around you? Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you go look down there where it says camera mic, see the cog.
Twist.
If you click on that, and you go to where it says green screen.
Yeah, I usually tune it around 55. It usually works because sometimes see if I do too much, it goes like that. So
yeah, you can just kind of adjust it and look at the picture there you go.
I don't want to fade away, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just don't. What's the problem now is you just don't have enough light on your green screen.
Oh, I see.
You just got to have a little more light now, and then you'll be able to get rid of that.
Well, maybe I can just move forward a little bit. Hold on.
But you're looking sharp, man, and you're looking sharp with the chair. I like it.
A lot of chroma key comes down to the lighting, like an even lighting on the background and on the foreground. So
yeah, the lighting's big. Yep. Chief, you got a good setup there, man. I can tell you got a nice camera and you got the good mic.
I'm glad you think so. I'm just using what I've got on the computer.
That's your computer camera?
That's the computer camera. Well, the mic is good. You can see that, but I just set up in the kitchen. Kinetic saw the real setup last night.
It was sweet.
I had the lights and everything, but I didn't like it because you couldn't see like my face. It was like you guys were all looking in my head, like pretty much the top of my head. So I got to work on that. But Kareem's laughing at me. But glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked the setup.
Yeah, it's sweeter than my little basement office here. So.
Yeah, sometime for the conference, I remember I was in my kitchen too, same thing. And then it's just since the conference, RG hooked me up with the green screen thing. So I'm like, I feel like every time I'm going, I got to put it on because usually I don't care. I can just, open the thing or whatever. So, but I think it's cool. Maddie, I want a background like yours. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Remember that one
that
you have like Wells did it? There's the one hand is holding the 40% APY, and the other hand he holds the 350X. I want that one. That's so cool.
Ooh, that's nice.
Also, yeah, it's like a high definition one. If I can have that on the green screen, that'd be amazing. I don't know who I got to talk to for that, but I'll set that on Telegram.
Hey, this is for Captain. You're gonna appreciate this, man. I know you will.
Oh boy.
I know you will. This is from Theta. I had to copy and paste it into.
How do I kick him out of Theta now?
Oh, I love it. That's what happens when you give an old dirty pirate the admin keys.
Your ban hammer. The ban is coming next, Motley.
Thinking of keys, does anybody heard or have tried that thing called Clubhouse or whatever that I've heard about? Is it even worth it? Is it good? Is it Anybody?
I've played around with it. I'm on it. It's interesting. I haven't had as much time as I'd like. I want to watch Hex streams or be on Hex streams or be working on Hex stuff. So like I was like just go like I don't find as much time as I need to like just go in there and yap to people about whatever. But like I have listened in a few rooms, and it's kind of, you can find some cool stuff, especially if there's somebody interesting that's like in there chatting with people.
What is it?
Gotcha. That was my main thing to ask if it's worth spending the time to try to onboard, because I got offered a key, but I have an Android. I don't have an Apple, so it's not on there yet. So I can't use it. But I was just wondering if it's even worth it.
I wouldn't go buy a phone or anything for it, but like when you can eventually use it, it might be cool. I mean, like it is definitely something that I think would be good for onboarding. I mean, I haven't been in there like shilling Hex or anything yet, but like I think that you can. It's just like in conversations with people, it's just you got to be talking about whatever the subject is to get people to kind of talk back with you about something that's more interesting.
No, it reminds me kind of like the BNI meeting. You show up, you got to at least show interest, right? I hated
that. Yeah.
Right? You like that? You like that? Shows some genetics?
It's a little bit more on your time.
Hey, here's my business card, and then do it like that. Dude, no. It's like saying you see a girl at the bar, be like, "Hey, would you like to have sex with me?" Like, there's not even like, what's going on? So
far, I haven't. I mean, it's kind of like anti. Like, I don't feel like people are in there shilling their shit a whole bunch, which is nice.
Well,
but again, I've only been in a few rooms listening a few times.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That's exactly what BNI is, and 1 out of 100 times it works. So,
the moment I got introduced to that thing years ago, I went there twice, and I was like, "Dude, I'm down with it." I'm like, "This is crazy." No wonder why the guys are just not meeting anybody. It's just like, how desperate you have to be? Can you just care for 2 seconds instead of just looking at somebody like a dollar sign? Shit. But yeah, but it's funny. Some people, they just need to, I guess, practice or care more.
Practice or care more.
I mean, what else we're going to say? I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. People, it's like
care more. I prefer care more, but practice is good too. So,
hey, if you're gonna be a good bullshit,
the practice is more about, because you also have a short period of time. You got to have a solid kind of elevator pitch, because some people will like you, give you the time, but they're also very busy. So if you can be concise, to the point, and make your case in 10, 15 minutes, just like a TED Talk, first of all, they're going to zone you out. And second of all, they're going to be like, oh, yeah. They'll literally take your card just to walk away from you. That's why I purposely don't walk around with my business card, and I don't give my business card, because I know I'm trying to have a human interaction. And then
I don't carry mine around because I'm lazy. I don't want to carry them around. So there's that.
And then when we click, then it's a different story. We can do the business card thing, or just straight up pull up the phone and be like, hey, social media, in terms of like what's the word, LinkedIn or stuff like that, professional stuff. And then that way you're good to go. But again, it comes down to making sure that you care, and then you polish so people can understand what you're trying to say, to the point, and get that elevator hook. And then from there, they want to know more, boom. And sometimes, yes, you do need to care about their product too, because at the end of the day, they're trying to connect as well. So if you help them, right, adding value into their business, what they're doing, now they want to reciprocate.
See you later, Maddie. Thanks for coming on tonight, brother.
Yeah, have a good night.
Appreciate you, buddy.
I'll be lurking in the comments.
We'll talk to you soon. All right. That guy's killing it with his content. I like his one-on-ones with him and just the chat, and especially when he's got a specific content specific stream ahead where he's focusing in. Like the one I can think of most recently was the airdrops, and I think that fits him really well. It was to the point. He's very concise speaker. He gave some really great information, great value, and then also laughed and joked with the chat a little bit too. So I think he did a great job. Knocked it out of the ballpark.
Boom. All the rest.
Look who we have. The man that's making his rounds around the Hex circuit. It is good to see you here, Mark.
What's up, Mark? Look at that nice sweater you're wearing, huh? Look at that.
Look at it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
I like your background, man. That's awesome.
Just came in
Yeah, turn off the sound there, Markable. Got it? There we go.
You are definitely remarkable. That's a cool. By the way, I love your stream you did with Brand. You went on that little rant. I love it. Talking about taking action, and that video that you did, man, I was inspired. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
I don't know if he can hear us.
There's a delay.
He's got the he's listening to the stream. It's delayed, so he's not listening to us.
Oh yeah, you gotta
shut down
mute
the other
the stream and just communicate through StreamYard only.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Give it a second for him to hear that.
Now
part.
it works.
We can hear you.
Now it works. All right.
Are you listening to us? Can you hear us now in real time?
Can you hear us in real time now?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I had the YouTube open behind my light, so I couldn't see if I still had the light. All right.
Yeah,
now I can understand what's going on. Hi.
Well, hello, sir.
Hi. What did everyone say about the background and stuff?
I said I like your background. This is the first time I've been able to communicate with you and let you know that. So
I gotcha. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a lot of work. I've made it myself. This
cool.
This background. So I had a laser cutter. A friend of mine has a laser cutter, and then I got my logo. Just cut it out, and then I made some wooden frames and just put some isolation stuff in there, so it also dampens the sound and stuff.
Very good.
Very good. I like it as well.
You're very creative. I like your stuff, and I definitely like your inspirational videos. The one that you shared when you were on stream with Brand. That's what I was saying earlier. I think it was like a week ago or so.
Yeah.
It was really good, really good. So I feel like, man, with videos like that, that's the kind of content, mix it out with Hex and some mass adoptions and bring it to the people, man, it's going to be game changer. I see quality when I see it. It's like, man, I can push this. This is good. And it's inspirational too. So it brings hopes to people. And it's to the point, and you're teaching at the same time the right values. So again, shout out to you. That was a good video. So
for sure, I have a ton of those, man, and I'm planning on making one of those about Hex as well. Maybe I can even do one of those per concept of Hex, like just one video like that about T-shares, for example.
Absolutely,
and then teach people how much value there actually are.
Yeah.
And if you teach that on a philosophical, I forgot the word. I just woke up. Anyway, in a way that actually inspires people, then that can really trigger people, I think.
Absolutely. And by the way, I want to take your offer on what you proposed on the Telegram, which I think was great, is like doing those kind of like short clips, just kind of like how we have, obviously the Hex clips, but very specific to topics. And I've been more than happy to help you out with that, collaborate, because I think that's great, because we do know that, some people will rather want to watch a 10, 15-minute video or whatever, or 5 minutes, than a 6-hour stream, some of the content they want to get. And in that way, it will get more views and get more adoption. And we can do like a topic related, because you got the content, you got the inspiration, and I can just come in and then just kind of answer the question. I think that's going to be great, and it's going to bring us more adoption. And we're going to have just multi-clips. Hey, what's up with T-shirts? Boom. What's up with the OA? Boom. What's up with the how staking works? Boom. A staker app, I think great video, just demo how to use it, how to stake, how to do this, that. I think those are going to be great for adoption. Little clips.
And it's like I already have a course made for crypto, just basically what crypto is, what Bitcoin and Ethereum is, and then why people should care. And basically I tell people that there's still an opportunity, and then I start to talk about Hex. So I really slowly let them land in Hexland. But what we can also do is like add some extra value on those things. I have my own platform. I'm for the people that don't know, I have a company called Trickle Media, and I had a community on Facebook, but I don't like Facebook, so I'm going away from Facebook. And I thought, well, where should I go? And so I built my own platform because, yeah, it's just better. And so I'm building a better Facebook. So that's nice, and that's where I have all kinds of courses. And what I can do is I can grab that template, make it a hex one on another domain, and then we can have like a complete course for just a pitch for hex. And just in general, if you want to learn anything about crypto, just go to that website, and then you land everyone in Hexland.
Absolutely. And I saw you were talking about that with Brent, and that's very good. And all I'm saying is if you need my help in any way, let me know, because I love to teach. So that way, because I think that again, I talk about systems, things like that is what we need in order to scale. Because at the end of the day, even a 6-hour stream will get maybe, thousands of views. That's great. But short clips like that, it's game changer, because the internet's 24/7. Who could be slipping? Somebody just watch a clip. And it just rolls over. And
so what's the name of your platform again, Markable Thoughts?
My platform is called, so my company is called Trickle Media.
Can you spell that?
Trickle, like water.
Oh, trickle, like water trickling. Okay.
Yeah. So Trickle Media, because creativity moves like water. It drips from their mind, drop by drop. And then it becomes, then it becomes a river and a lake and an ocean. And all of a sudden you have an ocean of opportunity. Because you've been dripping ideas and dripping videos.
Hence the logo with the little drops, which is pretty
exactly. Cool. Which is also, by the way, the yin yang kind of vibe.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
everything is thought through. But anyway, the company is called Trickle Media, and you can go to the website trickle-media.com, and then you can log in for free, and you can just get the crypto course. So anyone that you want to teach about crypto, you can also just send there already, and then they can go through the course. What I'm planning is, like, I don't necessarily need anyone to go to that website, but the course is there right now and free, so why not? And then once the platform is done, because we're building on it right now, then I can literally just copy it and then brand everything like Hex, and then you can just send people there. I mean, I think that's the best way if you really want to talk. Like, if you don't have time, right, and you say, well, I have this one thing that might change your life, but I can't explain it right now, and then you just send them to that website. And it's like, if you have like directly a video that explains everything in 5 minutes, like we have some of those, but that already kind of people already need to know a little bit about crypto to really be impacted by that video. But I think if we really have a dummy proof video,
brand new,
dude, yeah, exactly, that literally is just a guy screaming in the camera like, dude, please do research on this, and then people will do that. So.
And for everybody listening, the reason why it's also great in terms of us building a system is, let's say if you don't feel like you're comfortable or able to explain it, so to speak, well, guess what? You can leverage those videos. You can leverage somebody else's expertise explaining it and the platform that Mark has. So it's scalable. You can literally just onboard your people, send them the link, or make them register. It's just like, again, like back to school in a way, but short, to the point. And when you talk about money, most likely, right, RG, people want to learn. They want to learn because now they can relate. Okay, it's my money. It's an investment. It's something that's going to be great. So you leverage the power of the community and the knowledge all in one place. And like you said, it's free. So I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think
sorry, I just had to save all of our company names, log all of us in real quick, so we all have an account before someone else steals it under your media company. So that's what I was up to.
He's always on it, man. We've been getting ripped off.
Talk about front running, yeah, the end point, people. You see, learn, watch and learn. Some people, they only need to hear once. Take action.
Well, we've learned the hard way, so. Yeah. And so we're on top of everything that our name shows up on now, all these different platforms.
Amen. That's great.
What was the hard way?
Somebody's
Everyone's
stealing your
stealing
shit.
them before we can.
Yeah, but where?
Well, our
domain got
our
stolen.
domain is the number one.
Yeah, I got that too.
So
you got my domain?
You got my domain?
Yeah.
I'm the guy. Problem. Yeah, it's funny because it's a little frustrating in a way because some people would just trying to piggyback from the work of others, which is not always cool. But imagine how I felt, the last stream with Maddie when I find out. I don't know if you guys watched it in the beginning.
Oh, the audio.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. RG, listen to this. Some fucking dude literally like got my voice. I've given for some of the messages maybe that I sent on the Telegram to explain stuff. And then got it to some type of website software, whatever, that can like fake out your voice. And then the Hexican got scammed like that. That is just crazy. My fucking
it's even free software, man. I can do it.
That's what I heard. I was like, dude, I thought it was a movie. I'm like, wait a minute, we can do this now? And it's like publicly, like you said, free. I'm not talking about like high tech, big company having that access. I'm talking about, like Mark said, apparently it's free.
Like there's just software that if you feed it enough audio, then literally you can type stuff and it will directly get your voice out. It's insane.
Wow.
I think it's like I got these noise cancellation headsets, earbuds, and I turn them off and I talk to I've got the iPhone, so I talk to Siri and it's like she's in my fucking head. Talking to me like, hey, what do you need? Is it call Kinetics? Yeah, got it. Chick, boom, and it's like she's living in my damn head now. It's crazy. It's crazy.
In the future with Neuralink, you're just gonna have to think about it, and then she'll just, you want to call Kinetics? Okay.
That noise cancellation is badass, man. It's just like there's nothing else going on.
RG calls me. I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, oh, I just wanted to use my headset. Nothing. just wanted to call you.
It's like I got that lady in my head.
It's RG Siri.
Is it that Bose QC35s? Is it those?
No, I got the pods, the new AirPod Pros.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The Pros. They're nice. They're really nice.
I haven't played with those yet.
Study your habits too, and start recommending your stuff too. You know what I mean? Like I even get that in my car too. Like sometimes I'll just get up, and then once I go into the car, it automatically navigate where he thinks I'm gonna go. That's crazy. Sometimes I kind of have it on my phone because I was looking for an address. I get in the car, it just navigates to the address before I put the thing in. And I'm like, it just expects, and usually, at this time you usually like to go here. Oh man, and it's just like. I mean, some of it's useful, I guess, knows your habits, I guess.
I like this point that Brand just said. Yeah, Neuralink's great until it takes your private seat.
I get the joke.
And obviously, Elon knows a little something about cryptocurrencies. So,
he's coming to steal your Doge.
Yeah, he's coming for your Doge.
and imagine if you're storing your seed in your brain, right?
Yeah, right. I can hardly remember everybody's name.
He's like, I'm not worried about that happening.
I ain't worried about that shit.
You'd be like, export private key from your head. So if your head gets hijacked, the code and the passwords are not there.
That's just gonna fuck somebody up. They hijacked his head.
I know, right? Oh Jesus.
That's the last thing they want to do. That thing's a bad neighborhood.
You don't want to be in that neighborhood.
Nope. Damn, we're pumping still. Good job, Hex. Good job. I love this thing, man. It's so resilient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh.
Yeah, definitely. I can relate, It sucks when like fucking scammers just waiting for, opportunity at every corner to try to get people. But again, remember, people, don't share your private key, no matter what.
You know what? I'm really pleased.
Okay, Jesus Christ! I thought it was 30 and oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, Bitcoin went up. So
wow.
Well, I mean, it seems like the scams have gone away a lot quicker. As far as I'm not talking about the scammers like the Telegram scammers and all. I'm talking about the DeFi projects that I think that went away real quick. Like we seen the ICOs ran the whole bull run, this last time. So that's another thing that's different about this run is that like before the bull run, the scams got shaken out. like all that DeFi bullshit, the food, all the food products,
all the foods.
Yep.
you know,
They milk the tree first all the way when there's no more.
I mean, there's different waves of it in this time, you know, like there was that food run to begin with, but now I mean there's still this pancake shit that's on Binance.
That's what I was about to say. They didn't go away, RG.
They're not really.
I thought it was a joke.
Now they
even a lot of these other ones all rebranded. I mean, sushi's still at $15 a token, man. So like, you know, like this stuff hasn't disappeared by any stroke of the imagination. It's literally rebranded itself
rebranded, got together, bigger. Imagine a festival, all the scammers reunite.
Yeah. Now, what there has been is everyone's gotten to feel the sting of a instant bear market, and like that's played around with these, and like instant $0. Like, you know, that's anybody who's played with that stuff, you see it. I could see cats that I follow on Twitter that are like, you know, how many times they get rug pulled in that DeFi stuff. You know, it's
and they got those YouTubers on payrolls too. Make no fucking mistake about that. So it's like a festival. They all have their booth, all have their little coin. They know the rule. Hey, we're here to scam, but you know, it's like first come, first serve. The client comes in, you get it, that's yours. That's literally
crazy.
All reunite on the Binance chain.
Like in like all it allows for, whether it be that or whether it be margin trading, it allows for people to literally lose money in the middle of like amazing bull runs. These are amazing bull runs to be a part of, and like, you know, people get liquidated during them and lose everything on the way up. You're like, what? You know, like how sad.
And let me give everybody a pro tip. That's when you know you're dealing with a fucking scammer or sleazy salesperson. It's when it gets so bad that they stop even talking about fundamentals. They just say, aren't you here for the money? Huh? It's all about the money. That is true, but they don't even talk about any more fun. They say, don't worry, it's going up, everything's great.
Yeah, they don't even spit on it first, right?
They're just forcing on that greed. They're just tapping into that greed so much. That's when you know it's like, okay.
They don't even whisper sweet nothings in your ear before they take you home. I know. Horrible.
Was that
they don't even stroke you?
That's right.
The arrogance,
spooning at
another level.
At least spoon if you're gonna do that.
Oh, Box Mining has entered the chat.
Is it the real Box?
Is it really?
No. He wouldn't come around here.
Of course not. We're not paying him.
Yeah.
Oh, just ready to.
He hasn't banned me yet. I fuck with him like every once in a while, but he still hasn't. He hasn't blocked me from his.
I recently saw that I was still subscribed to him, and then I was like, why? It doesn't.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I don't ever watch this.
Yeah.
I don't even get distracted by anything anymore. Like when you tell me a project, I'm like, no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. I just focus on Hex and my company, and that's it. Like there's no, I don't know.
Yep. I do the same exact thing. All I care about too is I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm not going to bad mouth or say, hey, I don't know about the project. I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm too busy. I'm focusing on Hex right now. I'm focusing on what I care about. Bye.
but it's funny because most of crypto is not about investing at all. It's like all just
it's trading.
Trading and gambling. It's
gambling. It's throwing the dice is all it is. It's throwing.
They literally buy something today and they tell me, oh, when do you think I should sell? It's just like there's no thought process. There's no longevity. It's like here for the quick flip. Nothing wrong with that. But the problem is people don't know that and they get scammed.
Yeah. Well, I think that if they would have talked a little bit more, if they would have been a little more responsible with how they taught people about crypto, it's like money, right? I mean, it's money. It's like, okay, well, you know, let me teach you, young man, young woman, how to take care of your money. You don't put it all in Vegas. You go play with 10% of your money every 3 or 4 weekends a year in Vegas. That's how you play with your money in Vegas. The rest of it should be put in long-term holdings so that you can gain investments, make investment returns on that. Not fucking Vegas every day, which is what people have turned this into.
Absolutely. But even worse than that, RG, those people are like predators. They're literally preying on the human psyche and the guilt because it's like a new kid. No offense, you know, if you remember back in the first time you had your first drink or whatever, Like you would have loved to have, good friends or good friends around you that's going to take care of you, that's going to watch out for you, that's going to drive you home, or, hey, you have had too many, just chill, whatever. But no, like in the analogy, those fucking people are like, oh, yeah, shot, let's go, man. Don't worry about it. Da-da-da. Oh, you cool, let's do another one. It's the kind of mentality they have. They just keep stimulating the fucking brain. It's like clickbait. Have you seen the price today? Have you seen the price today? Look, this happened. This happened over here. This one went up 300%. This one, da-da-da. The YouTuber talking shit. It's just like so much stimulation. The guy, you couldn't even be in a good investment, but because maybe that one investment is not pumping that day, they start to make you feel guilty.
And when they wreck people, they forget about it the next day and they're on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Like they don't skip a beat.
And people get wrecked and they don't care. They're like, oh yeah, no, yeah, that you should have sold. And then they're blaming on the user, of course. Like, oh yeah. Well,
and then we're the scam.
Shit gets rock pulled.
The same motherfucker they're talking about right now, who's wrecking people on a daily and then walking away from it like nothing ever happened, is the same guy who's calling us scammers. You fucking piece of shit, you.
It's insane. It's fucking insane. And they have the audacity when shit hit the fan, they play the, oh, I'm just a YouTuber. Fuck out of here. What do you mean?
I'm just a YouTuber.
What?
Get out of here.
No validity, nothing. That's the ultimate.
No accountability, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Soy boy move right there. Real talk.
It's just kids, man. It's like the mentality is so young.
Sometimes
it's weird.
I wonder.
Weird.
You see those 30-year-old people and then acting like kids. It's just sometimes I wonder.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the people that are over glorify the shit out of. You see it in the over glorification of this Wall Street bets shit. I mean, that's like they think they're like idiots. Think that they're on some sort of financial crusade. Like you're retarded.
It's just the best marketing ever.
But like it's the how they get people to buy into that is mind-boggling. It is. And then you see all the crypto influencers, they're like are more than happy to not even ironically change their avatars to be that like promote that shit, to be like, yeah, that's cool. I can't. Yeah, we're taking down the billionaires, bro. You're like,
it's all about the algorithm,
because they're all just fucking followers at the end of the day. They have no balls. It's like, they're all doing it. I gotta look cool, so I gotta do it too. And what's even more fucked up, that's the thing, the most disgusting in the crypto space, sadly to say, is this mentality of zero-sum game of, this is the worst, right? It's like, oh, I got burned the first time. I learned the hard way, lost a lot of money, which is understandable. We've all been there. But instead of being like, the Hexican and the fine people on this panel here and be like, hey, let me use my experience. Let me use all the thousands of dollars that I've lost learning about what's right from what's wrong and this and that, and help the next generation steer them in the right direction. No, the fucking YouTuber is like, oh, no, bitch, I got burned, so you need to get burned too. So let me lead you. It's that zero-sum game. Because somebody scammed me, I got to scam you just so that you can learn. It's almost like they want it to happen to the people.
So
backwards.
The Hexican community, this is funny because right now everybody is like, buy. And the Hexicans are like, hey, chill, man. Hey, wait. Watch out what's going on in crypto right now. Watch your ass. We're the only ones that aren't excited. We're the only ones that aren't excited about this right now. Like, no, wait a second, you guys, you don't understand this. We've seen this shit before. And it's going to go up, but are you positioned right? Or are you playing the game to go get yourself wrecked? And we're the only ones talking about that. Nobody's talking about that shit. Everybody's like, oh, can BNB flip ETH? Oh, is ETH going to hit 2K? Oh, can Bitcoin go to 100K? And nobody's talking about the reality of the situation. It's like, whoa, this is dangerous. You just watched the real freaking stock market wreck itself. Just do stupid shit and wreck itself. And now all of a sudden it's flipped over to crypto and it's like, no, it's okay over here. It's okay. We're used to that. Let's go ahead and keep doing the same shit. It's fucking the mental lapse, the goddamn, what do you call that? When you can't think anymore, when you lose your thought. I mean, when you smack your head, what the fuck is a word?
Okay, hold on. Right, paralysis?
Amnesia. The amnesia.
Yeah.
The amnesia that people get is like it happens in a matter of days. It's like they just got thumped over the head and they forgot. And it's like, oh, let's go on to the next thing to wreck everybody with.
Yeah. Attention
my
span of a
gosh.
goldfish. It's crazy. And we just want people to understand, hey, we've been there, we've seen it, we know how it ends. We're not saying it's not going to continue to go up for now, but be prepared and take profits along the way. If you're
position yourself, yes,
exactly, and look at long term, because I think overall, even the crazy cycles, it's still good for the space because we're getting more legitimacy, which is cool. But still, like
the volume is what I like. The actual trading volume that's happening, the movement. Yeah. It's good, because all the rest of the world, there's not a lot of movement now, but now we're seeing movement. We're seeing a lot of movement.
Mm-hmm.
By the Hex Connect domain name yet.
I tried to buy it just now. Someone's already got it. Hexconnect.com is taken.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Hex
honestly, I'm so sick and tired of the domain grab game.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It's so so oh man.
It's toxic what it is.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's you literally like that kind of lawyer that's just waiting for the kid to hurt himself in the park so that they can just sue the city.
Yeah.
Like, when I hear stuff like that, that's how I feel. Like you're so low in a way, like you have nothing else better to do with your life, and you just want to be that. What's the name of that fucking thing that just sucked the blood out of people? The
vampire.
No, vampire. Those little. Oh shit.
The leech. A leech.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Shit, that's the first thing that comes to my mind, man.
Chupacabra? I think Chupacabra is what you're looking for.
Like, go fucking create something, shit. Like, or at least do a collaboration or something. You can't just like straight up, hey, let me just steal this and then he's gonna need it, so I'm gonna try to sell it back.
But here's what's funny. We want our Discourse Syndicate.com, but we can't get the guy to get back to us on it. So it's just gonna die in your hands, bro. We'll just go around it. We got other options that we're already exploring. So I'm glad you got to pay however much it costs you for the domain, and you can continue to re-register it year after year after year and lose money on it and do absolutely nothing with it. Good for you. Great.
That's even worse, because what I did with my other domain name, like I wanted to get tricklemedia.com without the dash, but I was too late. Like I was an idiot, and all of a sudden someone had it, but I didn't know who, and I couldn't find out.
That's the crazy thing. There's no contact info. Like, hey, bro.
But see, the only way that I could find out was to hire a broker of.
Yeah, we did that.
That's what we did.
And they still won't get back to us.
And they still won't give us that information.
Like, paid somebody for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so ridiculous, man. It's like a giant scam on its own.
It really is.
Yeah,
it's a scam on top of a scam.
And to have that for just the fundamentals of the internet is it's weird, man. It should be, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you got people literally wait for you to get a little bit popular or whatever, and then they'll just go steal the thing and just sit on it and whatever, pay me. And then they're trying to, it's extortion to some degree, because I mean, it's one thing, okay, sell it to me at a decent premium. No, I want 10x on the fucking thing. Like, what? What did you create? Like, it's just, but hey, it's a free market. So shout out to Maddie. Thanks for the link he gave me. Man, that was the best gift. He wanted to make sure that doesn't get stolen from us. Staker class.
Oh, nice. Do you have that?
Yeah, Maddie gifted it, man. It's crazy.
We should use that for the platform if you want.
Stickerclass.com. Right now, it routes to the Twitter. It helped a lot with the recording, because I can just send the link, they click, they get there, and then boom, they can download it. By the way, again, public service announcement for those who didn't hear, I'm still doing free promos. Again, we're doing this. And Kareem is for real. Yeah, you're very welcome. Margot got his gift right there, winning. So both promotions are still live. There's still some hoodies left, because I told people there's a verification process, and some Hexicans were cool enough. They won. They just say, hey, I just FOMO bought my own hoodie. Just save that for the next guy. So that's cool. So there's some left. And then I completely switched for the sticker app. It went viral. Like I said, I talked to about 60 plus people. Like, if you're for real and you got the real stake, come talk to me. I'll get you turned on.
Yep.
I love it.
That's definitely worth $5.
He got it.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Sick and tired of the domain crap game.
Word, bro. Word.
That's it, baby.
Hex.com was not available for a while. Remember, that's exactly right. Anything with .com,
Oh.
it's hard to find.
Kinetics, try
It really
this.
is.
Dreamaccount.com.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at other things right now. Sorry.
Oh,
So
I was like, because that was something at first I was interested in.
dreamaccount.com is taken.
Oh, of course.
What's going on, Maddie? Did you accidentally turn your?
Yeah.
Please don't show anything you're not supposed to.
Welcome, Maddie.
That was like his bathroom floor.
We don't want to see little Maddie pop out. So
What was he doing? What was that all about?
Good daddy.
yeah. Oh, he popped in for just a second to throw something in the private chat. Yeah, we looked at that. I don't think we want to take that one though. We looked at that one. Thanks.
Yeah,
though,
we got other stuff that we got. Other
We've
stuff.
got a really good option that we have already.
Can you mess with the spelling a little bit? Just to make
No, you don't want to.
Nah, you don't want to do that.
No, because
We got a better idea.
Confusing. Yeah, we've got a new. Actually, I'll be honest. We've already got it locked down. We've got an unstoppable domain at .crypto now. So I think we're just going to go forward with that using and start marketing through there.
Because they can't get DDoS to some extent, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. And we're okay with that.
Amen. I like that.
Yep. All right, gentlemen. How you guys feeling for ending the evening? Because I'm ready to. And
Yeah, it's been great.
Appreciate all of you. It's been great. Big K, good seeing you again, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm
Yeah.
glad to be on here, man. I'm glad to be on. I should be able to stream a lot more often now that I'm like settled in here and I've upgraded my situation a little bit. So yeah.
Big K, if everything goes well, man, April, you might see me over there.
Yes, come on down, man. Come on down. I have April's pretty open.
Yeah,
down
one
here,
big pump, and there might be a big Puerto Rican freaking party going on.
Dude, for sure,
We'll
man.
sign
Come
up
on
you
down.
on the
Should be lots
island,
of fun.
man. They just need a phone and then connection.
Hey, Kareem, thanks for coming on, bro. We appreciate you always. And Markable, good having you, bro, for the first time.
For sure,
here.
man. I
Good
would love
having
to
you.
join some more time often, more often, because it's a lot of fun, man. And
I'm gonna have to get some tips from you, man. You got the
He does have
sound
some
and everything
great-
going on, man.
Yeah.
I did did a stream yesterday, or for you this morning, I think, with Ben Hodldog.
Yeah, he's great.
It was a really good stream, man. It was
It must have been double AMSR and everything going on.
Yeah,
there
it was
with you
really
two.
nice, and we stared into the camera.
Did you stroke? Did you stroke? Come on.
Must have
Yeah,
been.
we spit a little bit. But,
Oh boy.
we talked about increasing the
goodness.
quality of your stream, and just overall just great content, I think. So yeah, you can check that out, and I would love to just come on someone's stream, because I think it's a lot of fun, and I think I have a lot to share as well. So
Amen.
for sure.
No, the more of us doing it, the better. That's for sure. That is
Yep.
for sure. Hey, and Chief, thanks for joining us, bro. Good having you.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for having me. Seriously.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Happy Friday night. We'll see you guys
All right.
on Monday, and have a great weekend. We'll see you, Hex.
All right.